And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. We're here at round 4. We've had our dinner. Well, actually, we went and got our dinner. It's actually here on the table, but it's time for the next round. So here we go. So the players are already at the table, ready to put their armies down. Actually, deployment has already started. It's going a bit of a quick pace right now, but. Let me get out the players. Let's see if I can get the players here on. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. So we've got Chris Brewer. Excuse me, I tripped. Chris Brewer. I'm sorry, and Danny Everson. Who are going to duke it out here in the 4th round. So let's take a look at their the lists real quick. Allow me to check if all the streams are up and running. Yes, they are. So we should be good. So there we go. So starting with Chris Brewer. Let's see his history here. In round 1, he won 30-19 versus Guus van den Berg. Round 2, he won 32-21. And round 3, he actually lost. Did he now? Oh, this is funny. It says here he actually already played against Danny Everson. That can't be correct, right? It might be a bit of a mistake here. Chris. Is his name Chris? There seems to be a bit of a mistake in the administration here. Chris. That's definitely not Chris. Danny. Yeah, Danny. See? My registration it says Chris, but it's James. Yeah. All right. So then the oh yeah, right. James. Yeah. Really weird. But then the registration is actually wrong. Oh no, and now it's back. So now it's actually good. All right, so minor technical hiccup, I guess. So let's get rid of actually this list then. We don't need that one or this one. All right, so let's start with James Ramsey. James Ramsey's bringing Blood Angels. So there we go. Let's go through the list real quickly. He's brought a Blood Angel Battalion. He's got the Sanguinary, which is his warlord. He brought a Sanguinary Priest with a jump pack with the icon of the angel. He's got 3 units of 5 scouts with bolt pistol and combat knives and chainswords for the sergeant. He's got an elite Sanguinary Ancient. He's got an elite Sanguinary Guard with nine of them. Actually 10 of them. He's got another unit of 10 Sanguinary Guard. He's got another unit of 9 Sanguinary Guard with the axes. The other 2 have swords. He's got a unit of 13 Death Company. And a unit of 10 Vanguard Veterans with jump packs, storm shields, chain swords, and 2 power fists. And the sergeant has a thunderhammer. So this is a real close combat list right here. We've got another battalion with Lamardis and Astartes, and another 3 units of 5 scouts equipped with close combat weapons as well. So that's fairly close combat and straight to the point. So let's take a look at Danny's list. So we've got Danny. He's been here a few times now. Very nice guy. It looks like he brought his Gene Stealer cults again. Well, he used to bring his Gene Stealer cults. He's now bringing Iron Hands. So here we go with the Iron Hands. So he has a brigade detachment with a chapter master with a jump pack, a storm shield, and a stratagem for upgrading him to a chapter master and wielding a thunderhammer. He's got a lieutenant with a power sword and storm bolter and a tech marine. The tech marine will actually be his warlord, so he'll be hiding that one probably far away in the corner. For troops, he has a 5-man intercessor squad with stalker bolt rifles. Copy paste that another 4 times, same loadout. And then 2 scout squads with the sniper rifles. Well, actually 1 unit has sniper rifles and 1 doesn't. For his elites, he has 3 units of 4 servitors. which is interesting. I wonder what he's going to do with those. For his fast attack, he has. Yeah. There you go. I was thinking, what's the purpose? But yeah, he needs to fill his brigade. Yeah. Or for his elites. For his fast attack, rather, he has 3 units of 3 suppressors with the accelerated autocannons. Pretty cool units. For his heavy support, he has 3 units of eliminator squads, and then dedicated transport 2 units of drop pods. Then he has a spearhead detachment with a chaplain venerable dreadnought for HQ. For heavy support, he has 2 devastator squads, 5 space marines, 4 of them in each squad, equipped with grav weapons. And then he has a mortis dreadnought with 2 twin las cannons, and that is it. So it is definitely a different Iron Hands army than we've seen prior on the stream here. But well, it's Iron Hands, so it's it's bound to be good. Well, we've got the table set up. Players are setting up their armies, or at least James is. So let's take a look at the top view here. Why don't you go find out what the secondaries are, Jonathan, and I'll go and actually put in the correct player names and everything, and then we're well, ready to go.
Kapot gemaakt?
Yep. Dan kan je gelijk even hun mics aanzetten.
Ja, chef.
Alsjeblieft. Oh, en de licht aan.
Ja. Eentje is aan.
Ja, eentje is aan. Ja.
De nieuwe James.
Yep. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The names have been locked in. Jonathan is going over to the table to ask what the secondary missions are. I'm going to turn on their player mics.
Ja, als we er niet 2 kunnen slopen, dan gaan we dat doen. Dat het even klopt staat. Dat net niet zien. Die daar naartoe lopen, maar we blijven kunnen lopen. De rest maar 2 schoten.
Van een FAQ?
Dat is NOS.
Oh, sorry. Sorry voor een FAQ.
Squad.
How to use step link.
Cover there.
I'll put it back on you while you're
Yeah,
doing it.
I'm-
I'll
I'm-
look.
I'm pretty much done anyway. Done. I'm done, by the way, Danny.
Okay.
So Danny's got behind enemy lines, old school.
I'll leave it with you. I found the terrain bit there, which doesn't say anything there, but if you want to carry on looking.
Best dan zoveel mogelijk op één knijp kunnen krijgen.
The Sanguinary Guard and the Sanguinary Guard are all in reserve, by the way.
What? You surprised me.
Yeah. So Sanguinary Guard and the Death Company. I've gone Recon, Reaper, behind the lines.
Do you want to have a look? See,
Yeah, I'll have a
it'll
look now.
affect my deployment.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's in there though, because I've read that document front to back. Unless they've changed it for the season. Where do you think you get it from? Is it a change that's happened this season, or just something you think's always been?
Just from what, because we're playing, like, for example, Flyers. We're not playing the Flyers, can't land on there, for example.
Sorry?
Like, Flyers can't land on here, can they?
Yeah, that's the if it fits, it sits thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the same. It's in the same thing as that. It's in the same, like.
Okay.
I don't know where that is though either.
Then we probably need to ask and make sure we can get it, because we need to know that
Yeah.
one way or the other, yeah?
Should we go and ask the? Should we ask
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rules judge?
Let me, we've got a rules inquiry about if I put my stuff in here, outside of 1 inch of the outside of the wall, so he can't physically get within an inch of me, typically that means he can't charge. He thinks that you can, and he thinks it's in one of the rules packs somewhere. I believe if it's ETC you can, but ITC you can't.
We're actually not.
So should we go? Do you mind if we pause our time when we go and 5 o'clock? It's going to affect my deployment. Is that all right?
We'll just pause it for now.
Let's go have a look.
So, while they go out on a rules question quest, let's go over the secondaries.
All right, so James has the secondaries Recon. So we've seen that a lot in this stream. So if he has a unit in each stable quarter, he can score a victory point. But if he has 2 units in each stable quarter, he can score 2 victory points.
Yes.
Then he's got Reaper, which we've also seen, which is 1 victory point for every 20 wounds.
Because of the amount of intercessors, yep.
And then we have behind enemy lines. He's got as well.
You know, we've had a lot of behind enemy lines, but that hasn't been very successful in all the
Not
games.
as much as we've had Reaper and Recon.
Yes.
Behind enemy lines is of course can be quite tricky because I believe you score it at the beginning of your turn and not at the end.
Yeah.
So you've got to, first of all, you got to get there and then you got to stay there. And
Well said.
yeah.
All right, and then for Danny's secondaries.
No. I have to correct myself.
Do you? No, it's in his turn.
It's at the end of your turn.
Yeah, so you have to stay. You have to get there, and that's it.
Yeah. Is that changed?
No.
Have I been playing that wrong?
Then you've been making it unnecessarily hard on yourself, which isn't really necessary in the first place, I don't think.
So going to Danny and
Yes.
changing the subject quickly. He's got behind enemy lines,
Also,
old school, and marked for death. And he's chosen the 3 unit of Sanguinary Guard for marked for death and
Alright.
the Death Company.
all right. Marked for death, huh? We haven't seen that one yet.
Marked for a Death Company.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
Let's see if he's
Sorry.
able to pull it off. But you know, so let's talk about the armors a bit. So Iron Hands, powerful. He's got a bit of a different list because he's got the brigade. So he's got some units that that seem to be filler, such as the servitors. But I wonder if they actually have a purpose. I mean, You know, they could be engineers, but we don't have engineers in this game.
Yeah, he's got an interesting list.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Of course, the Chaplain Venerable Dreadnought and stuff like that, but it's not the Iron Hands list you'd expect, you know, with the Leviathan
No.
Dreadnought and stuff
No.
like that. So I'm really curious to see how it.
Well, he does have a dreadnought. He has a different kind of dreadnought. It's at the very bottom of the list.
Mortis.
The Mortis dreadnought.
Yes.
I actually don't know that one. Can we look up what a Mortis dreadnought is? Can we do that? So I'll talk a bit about the Blood Angels then. I'm pretty familiar. But this is a hard-hitting, fast, hard-hitting list. Really relies on close combat, but then Blood Angels excel at stuff like that. It's got some characters that can deal a lot of damage, like the Sanguinor deals a lot of damage, and the Martyrs and Astartes can both.
Just a really shooty Dreadnought.
All right. So yeah, it has 2 twin Leskans, so it has 8 wounds. So it's you get. Is it a character actually? No. So you can target it, but I think he made it a character in his list. So he's untargetable and he has 2 twin last cannons. Thing is though, James doesn't really have any vehicles or anything. So, I mean, twin last cannons will still insta-gib like Sanguinary Guard or Death Company. So I guess there's that. Yeah.
I think it's a nice matchup. I think we're going to see some interesting play here.
If
some deep striking stuff.
If James can make it across the board and get off some good charges and maybe wrap around and stay out of firepower threat, he might be able to stick around long enough.
I think he will. He's got a lot of stratagems to get up nice and close, nice and fast. So I think we'll see it.
CJ, here comes CJ. So he's just been shaven by Jonathan over here for the largest part. So
The hair was this long.
So let's show your gob on the stream then. Here we go. And the hair is gone. Show the people again. Yeah, there you go. But
Good head of hair.
it's all for good cause. It's all for the what was it? 260 euros now.
275 bucks.
All right, that's a lot of bucks. All right. Well, I'd lose my hair for that.
Well, we can arrange that if you want.
I don't know if I want. See, the thing is, I'm going to talk about something very personal. I've recently started noticing that my hairline is receding, and it's bothering me.
Don't wait. Go.
It's bothering me more than I'd like to admit.
If you want to look more badass, just grow your beard out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I can't
ginger
grow a
beard.
beard. That's the thing. I can only grow these sideburns, and that's all that will grow.
Just do epic sideburns, man.
I have,
Yeah, more, even more. Like,
but
all
like
the way
thicker.
down like this.
Well, they've been shaven.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
It looks nice though.
But yeah, that's that. So we've got a game on our hands right here. We've got James with Blood Angels,
Yep.
and we've got Danny with Ironman. So I'm going to switch to Top Fuel real quick, but we can discuss about it. So yeah, I'll show you the list for James. So he's got like the same rules question coming in.
So if I'm like this, he can still just make it.
Exactly.
But just say if I'm here and I block all this, but I leave space, can he only charge where there is space?
As long as there's like a miniature gap, you can put a part of his base. You can still.
Yeah.
do
So
the
if
charge
this was fully full, completely
Yeah, but you
full,
can't fully fill it because you have round bases. So there's 2 round bases, the corner in between. You can put like a half millimeter of his base in that,
And that
spot,
counts.
and then you still count.
Okay. All right.
So you still measure distance straight up. You leave the models on the floor because they can't fit, but they still attack. Yeah.
How many Thunder Hammers in the Death Company? 2. And how many attacks can they have if you
What was
want?
that about?
They have 2 base.
It was a question about wobbly model and charging up and how does it work if the level is filled, but you can never fully fill the level because it's round bases. So there's always a small gap where you can put a base.
Yeah. Yeah, the wobbly model is kind of a weird thing though.
Yeah, but it makes a lot of terrain a lot more friendly for the game.
That's true. That's true. All right. So going back to the list, so we've got James here with the Sanguinor.
Amazing list. I
Yeah.
love it so much. It's so cool.
So it's not the love, right? So Sanguinor Priest for some Philippines. We've got actually 6 units of 5 scouts.
Yeah.
combat scouts.
Those are so solid.
Yep.
They pump out so much attacks, and with
Yeah.
the +1 to wound
3 attacks
when
to
they
pop.
charge, that's scary, man.
Actually-
They
actually
can
pretty
pop
good.
stuff.
With +1 to wound, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a Sanguinary Ancient
Yeah.
with 3 units of Sanguinary Guard, 2 units of 10, or excuse me, 2 units of 9 and 1 unit
One
of
of
8.
8, right? Yeah.
And then a unit of 12 Death Company with jump packs, and then 10 Vanguard Veterans with jump packs. And another rules question coming up. So lots of close combat, and then versus lots of shooting. Now I know those suppressors have some abilities to hamper the movement of units they shoot at. So there's that. So, like I said, lots of close combat, but and then we have Danny. He's got a brigade of Iron Hands.
Yeah, it's all the models. It's like literally all the models.
The Chapter Master.
Yeah.
Thunderhammer.
Solid, yeah.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Check
Exam.
Marine, just like a HQ check marine to fill out the brigade.
You're gonna hide him far away.
Yeah.
We've got 5 units of intercept. 1, 2,
6,
3, 4.
Yeah, 5, yeah, and then 1 unit of scouts just to fill it out a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, some servitors to fill it out.
Yeah.
Suppressors. So suppressors are the ones that can shoot and then also like hamper movement, right?
They can hamper Overwatch, I believe.
Oh,
They
that
do
was it.
wounds. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. I thought movement, but then it's Overwatch. And then some eliminators.
Yeah. 3x3. We all know what they do.
Yeah, they're gonna target those characters.
And then the interesting bit is the double dropout, double grab bomb. Like we've seen the single dropout. That's actually a pretty significant part of a lot of marine lists at the moment.
Yep.
Especially Iron Hands, because they ignore the movement penalty in Devastator Doctrine, which is of course really good on heavy grav cannon.
Yep.
But having 2 of those, that's actually cool. And then to round it all off, a nice little mortis grab. Just in the back,
Yeah,
going like, hello, hello.
It probably made him in character. Or can't you do that with?
I think he says more than 12 wounds, the mortis.
No, he's 8.
Is it 8? Oh yeah, the Contemptor is more. Yeah, so he could make it a character. He probably
Probably did.
Yeah.
But thing is,
we can ask.
no. I'm going to assume he did. But James doesn't really have any tanks. But then again, like I said earlier, last cannons can also insta-gib like Sanguinary Guards.
Guard, it's good against Stealth Company because they feel the pain, and it's not super efficient, but it's for almost guaranteed marine kills every turn.
Yeah.
Which will add up, especially against the double wound Sanguinary Guard, especially because of the high AP.
Exactly.
Cannon, that really helps.
Well. So then for Blood Angels we have Recon, which is stand in 4 corners of the table. The Reaper, well, you have to kill all the intercessors.
Yeah.
And then behind enemy line. Well, it's a combat army, so he wants to get there.
He wants to be in that space of the board anyway. Yeah.
But if we look now, Danny deployed rather cleverly, I think, because he wants to be behind enemy lines. He has scouts, so it isn't really a problem. I was going to say Danny deployed everything in one corner.
Yeah.
So if he goes to grab Recon and gets into the top left corner, that unit's kind of useless because everything's close combat, but they don't have anything to fight.
Yeah.
But then he's just going to throw a unit of scouts there, and no problem, really.
It makes it hard for if James puts scouts in the top corner, James' scout will always win the close combat engagements.
Yes.
So that makes it a lot more interesting, I think, in the long run.
And then for Iron Hands, we have behind enemy lines. So that's an interesting. But yes, drop pods coming down.
Exactly.
So
there's a lot of things and especially if there's 2 empty drop pods in your deployment zone, there's more important stuff to shoot at. Yeah. You're probably gonna ignore that at least for a couple of turns.
Yes.
Just because you can't see it right now, but James has deployed 10 scouts in the top left corner building and 5 scouts in the bottom right corner building. So he's got those corners locked out
Yeah.
pretty solidly.
So all he has-
if you don't count the eliminators,
Yeah.
who could potentially
Of course,
target
yeah,
them,
yeah.
but then
But then they're
turn
shooting
not
at scouts,
shoot,
and that's a win-win too.
Yeah, so, if they're not shooting the expensive models, that's pretty okay. Yeah.
Exactly. So all James really has to do is just occupy the bottom left corner, and then he has recon.
Which you can do from the center objective.
Yeah,
Right? It's
over here.
quite easy.
He already has scouts in the center.
If he, I think if he scoots, yeah, I think he already has the corner at the moment.
Probably true. So then he then also has old school, which always is something you usually always can do.
Yeah, but with an army like this, do we already know who's going first or second?
No, not
James
yet.
is going to be taking the first turn.
Okay, he deployed first. Fair enough. Yeah. Because then for Danny it's quite easy because he knows James has to come forward. So there's always going to be something to kill in the first turn.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
then mark
good
for
pick.
death. And do you know what he marked?
Yeah, there are 3 units of Sanguinary Guard who are in Deep Strike at the moment, and a unit of Death Company, which
enough.
is
He has to kill
Standing
them,
on the
or they
board.
kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like mutually assured destruction. Like they have to go.
Yeah. So there you have it. The game is afoot. It's been set up, and now it's
nice to see
just.
some Blood Angels on the board.
Oh, I love it too, man.
The
See, lo-
Bloodlines have been doing really well. Like Stephen Bucks from Vanguard Tactics actually won a GT quite recently with a list almost similar to James's.
Why do you think that is then? Because it's just. I mean,
It's
because
just a lot of pressure, right? It's high quality and it's a lot of attacks, like especially Death Company had double chainsaws, there's a buttload of attacks. And you're wounding almost everything with your special weapons and twos. Because of a high strength plus 1 to wound, that really adds up really fast.
no. The only thing it doesn't have is AP, but then he has the Sanguinary Guard, which
Yeah.
do have AP.
Exactly. So yeah, I think it's a good, and it's super mobile, right? And it really plays the board control game pretty well.
Yeah.
And I think overall, especially considering the new ITC missions at the moment, that's super strong. Like he should be able to get like a double behind enemy line or double recon at least once
multiple instances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
from turn 2 onwards. So
Yeah.
that's really going to help him in the long run, I think.
Very
Of
interesting.
course, the problem with Blood Angels is once you run out of steam, then you backpedal real fast. But that's when the 6 unit scouts come in because they've been holding the board for most of that.
Yeah,
up,
right.
Up
The-
until that point.
I mean, the Sanguinary Guard and the Death Company are going to draw all the attention because he has to deal with them.
Yeah,
And the scouts can just stand there and rack up points.
which is good.
Well, that's the handshake. I'm going to give it over to the players. And we're going to see what they're up to. So James is going first. And away we go.
I just came to get my dice and you nabbed it.
I care about any of the buffs. Not really. Just one kill. Just one kill, just one kill. Oops. Just one kill. Just wanna go like that.
And these guys have no invulns, no inherent field. Oh, they've got 6 up
Six
turn
up
open,
turn.
haven't they?
They do.
But
Okay.
only 1 wound.
Only one wound. They can make themselves 5 up for 1 CP. Once per turn.
Damn them to heck.
Yeah. Litanies then.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to be first, isn't it?
That's my pre-game before
Oh,
the
of
game
course.
starts.
Okay.
Battle
yes.
round now. +2 to charge.
Yep.
Oh, the Martes. No, do you want to pen 1? Guarantee a charge. No, I don't need to roll it. I'll keep it.
Yep.
He's going to go for exploding 6s, just in case there's anything there. We'll do a reroll to hit. Yeah, and we'll buff himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
So rerolls to hit, is that just everyone?
Yeah,
He's
everyone
buffed
six.
himself. So my 1, mantra strength as well, goes off.
Cool.
On himself.
Right, start the turn stuff. Nope. So moving. So we're going to move. We're going to move Lamartes first.
Yep.
So 16. I want to measure. Can you just measure 42 from your eliminators? So I want to stay out of 42. Should be out of 42.
Happy with that.
Cool. We're going to do the banner bearer next. 16. Again, out of 42.
If he's behind him, he's out 42.
Yep. Rolling for these guys. 19.
Did you only bring one dice with you?
Yeah.
Was that your old C's dice?
Yeah.
So he looks like he could be in.
Okay. That's okay.
Oh, it's you, isn't it? Okay.
I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't think you care, do you?
Sanguinor. No, 2 more guys up. So, going to be on 2 at the end of this turn. Step in. It's a bit of a pain. Just bring him. Well, bring one guy back here, that's alright. Just on the objectives. Making line of sight as hard as possible for you.
I think you're maybe just off the objective.
Okay. Okay, there. Those scouts. We're going to move to Death Company next, obviously. So do you want to measure the charge for these guys first before I do it?
So you move 12, right?
Yeah, move 12.
And if you just have to physically reach,
Yeah. So how far away am I?
then you look like you're just over 16.
So I need a 3.
That's,
I got +1 to charge.
Would be a 3, yeah.
Yeah, a 3. I'm just over 16, you said.
So
Yeah.
16, so you move 12, you're just over 4.
Yeah,
So
3.
you need a 3, yeah.
Okay.
You can fail that, I believe in you.
Not one I'm going to be charging these as well, I think. These is 12 straightforward for me,
Is
please.
this your Death Company?
Yeah, I want to try and get those servitors as well. I want to try and get within 12 of those servitors if possible.
Well, it's just straight line 12?
Yeah.
This, and the rest of the guys are pretty much in line.
Yeah, I want to spread as far because I want to go kind of.
Okay.
See if I can,
So do you want to be like 2 apart?
yeah, and they're going to go like.
I mean, do you literally want to be 2 apart?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And he'll be.
No, one of. What? Just keep the 12 this way. Oops. So we know if I go 12 straight that way,
Yeah.
we know what the thing situation is.
3 charge.
Yeah, that gives me some options then. So bonus if I hold these 2, isn't it?
It is indeed. So this one and that one, they're the ones you
Those two,
placed.
those two, yeah.
My bonus is now.
We're going to run the scouts. 3 guys, so 4, moving 10.
Lights on, pressure's on. See a bead of sweat on his forehead.
I sweat all the time, man. It doesn't matter if it's like the Arctic, I'd sweat. Sadly for me. It's 14 and a half.
21 and a half this week. What is it after?
It's close to being neither of Lynn's ends.
Oh, you got like behind enemy lines or recon or something. Recon, oh, behind enemy lines, yeah.
Can't see them, can you?
No.
Scouts good there. Scouts. Gonna get shot a lot. Move the orange squad forward. Actually, I'm going to hide. You've left more than one, haven't you? So I'll stay there. It's no problem. Maybe next turn. Okay. That's me done. So
my
just
turn.
just got the assault phase to do.
Yeah.
Charge phase. Declare charge on all 3.
Yep.
Weapons do you have again? You have servo arms.
Power fists. Hit on 5.
Strength 6, aren't they? 3?
3 damage. Might be AP2.
Yeah. Declare all 3, see what I roll.
Yep.
6. So 7.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm going to do is, I want to kind of wrap. I think what we do is, we go this way.
So it's important we get this right, isn't it? Because while you can't be stop charging, you've got to be able to place stuff reasonably as well.
Yeah. So,
What do you want to do first?
can you move him 8 to there for me, straight forward?
Like this?
Yeah. Can you move him there for me? And so he wants to be just within an inch of him.
Yeah.
And then kind of string like towards this
2
way.
inches?
Yep. That.
This guy?
Yeah, go. I want to go like towards the servitors,
Right,
staying an
this?
inch away. Yep.
Staying this way.
Then I want to do.
So you can't move over this, can you?
No, I want to just kind of wrap you with the wall there.
Yep.
He wants to stay.
Staying outside of an inch or an inch away?
I want to be outside of an inch from you.
So coherency needs him here, and it needs him here, and it needs him here.
So I want to try and get these 2 into there. So I need to just string these out. I need to put one more guy.
I think you
Maybe he
might
goes.
miss coherency.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I need to fight twice to try and.
So what are you doing?
So I'm staying outside an inch of those ones.
You're out of coherency.
Okay, let's put one more guy.
And then if he moves, he's out of coherency.
Okay, let's just go back. So he's the corner. He's on the corner there.
This guy's within an inch, so you want him.
Yeah, I don't want to hit him.
Yeah.
Could you just measure 2 for him? He's just
Right here. He needs to move.
just like that, yeah.
More. That's doing it. And then here. Does it?
I should have 2 there, yeah. 2 to fight
You've
with.
got 2 to fight with.
2 to fight with because I don't want to be an inch away, and then obviously.
Inch. Yep.
Yep, cool. Let's have 2 on both squads.
Yep.
And nobody on.
Nothing on there.
No. Right, so let's do pylons then. So I want to stay. I think I want to stay there for now. Then I can always inch away and wrap with my 3 CP. Yeah, cool. So let's do combat then. So we've got 3. We've got 5 attacks. With 6 attacks with the chain swords.
Where's this?
5,
Over here?
2, 3, 4, 5 attacks per guy.
So it's like
Yeah,
2
so-
standard, Death Company, Space Marine,
And chain sword.
and chain sword. So is that over
Yep,
here?
10 over here.
So 3s?
Toughness 3, are you?
Yep, so 3s.
So 2's
Oh,
gone.
2s, yeah.
6.
4s. They're all dead.
And then 10 another one. 4.
4s. That's not flat. Do doing very well, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
All right, then there. So I want to stay just over an inch away, so you can't engage me. Closest to there is going to be them, I think. So we'll go.
Assuming that's not close.
Yeah. Do you want to
Might be
measure?
equidistant. Is it this guy in particular?
Yeah, that guy in particular.
That's like 10. That's less. Closer.
Okay. And that way, who's closer that way?
I'm assuming this. That's like 8-ish. That's less. Closer.
Okay. So do I want to lock them in? So what we'll do is we'll kind of wheel around like this. So I'm going to charge and that's okay. To use him to go like this, like this. And I should be able to lock them if I fight twice, shouldn't I? Just
So these are going to have to go this way. He's going to
so,
have
but
to go this way.
they can wheel round. They
So
don't have
can-
to.
oops.
They kind of
Yeah,
wheel.
So what do you want to do?
I want to go.
Move at all?
Oh yeah, I want to. Well, I'm going to have to because I'm going to have to fight twice to lock the squad on.
So you want to moderately close to like this?
Yeah, like that, and then.
3.
Well, I did. I don't really want to move that much, but yeah, you know what I mean. Just want to fight twice,
And
then you're going to be able to hit me.
then are these guys moving? I think you're out of coherency right now.
Oh yeah, got to keep him like that.
I'd be careful because it looks
There's
a bit.
that's
dicey.
coherency, right?
Yes,
two,
that's
two.
now coherency, yeah.
And you're locked there, right? You can't move out. Happy that he's tri-pointed there because he's in that. He's there.
That way.
There's 4 there, yeah, 4 around him.
Yeah, I can fit in there unless you just shuffle both of these guys like this a bit.
Okay. That's
So
3
if you go
CP
like
I'm sending,
this.
by the way.
Okay, so this is 3 CPs, yeah?
Yeah, and you can
So
now
that's
hit me.
7.
I'm
So
down
I get to
to
hit you.
I'm down to 7, yeah.
So my attacks. So I have a whopping 4 attacks that hit on 5s. Master Artisans because they're still chapter.
They don't get the benefit of the chapter tactics, do they? Servitors?
They still have the keyword, Space Marine keyword.
So they don't get any of the chapter tactics.
Let's have a look.
Put on my
Wrong
time.
by all means.
Put on my time because it's my.
Yeah, of course.
Is that my? Yeah, it's on my time. No, that's your time.
I'll just check it for you. Okay, so servitors still have a Adeptus Astartes chapter keyword.
He shouldn't be off the objective, by the way. Obviously, for the bonus, he should be.
So now you've got coherency.
Yeah, but they should be able to just wheel round 2 inches, shouldn't they? Yeah, like that.
They've got Adeptus Astartes keyword, so I believe they will get it.
Okay, that's okay.
So I get 1 hit, strength 6, doesn't wound, but I get again same thing, doesn't wound.
All right, this is my turn done.
Okay, so kills, you got 2.
Yep.
So you've killed, you've held, you've bonus.
Yep.
You've
Recon, yeah.
reconned, yeah.
And behind enemy lines.
And behind, you can't use one unit to do the same thing. So you'd recon there behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
There, yeah. Yes. Okay. Cool. So that puts you on 5 currently. Okay. Do you want to clock over to me?
Yep. Shoot.
So these guys can't pile in this way because of your coherency, unless these guys have to move right round to do it. You're going to struggle to go out that way. So actually, I think it could be worth using that.
So you spend 3 command points to fight again.
Yeah.
But you only use that fight to.
Just to pile in, yeah. Because
And you don't have to fight if you don't want.
no, I do have to fight. Because I declare them as a target. I do have to fight them.
Oh, you do? So
I declare them as a target.
okay, so then,
So I wouldn't spend 3 because yeah, you're right. I wouldn't spend 3.
so then they won't be wrapped. Okay,
So I did declare them as a target, didn't I?
you did, yeah, you did.
say.
Okay, so then you're back a bit.
Yeah. Do you mind if I just hit them instead? If that's okay then? Because I
You
had
want to kill them?
because I forgot that I did declare them. Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
in my first round of.
You know what? Well, you're on stream, so I'll let you roll.
Yeah, so the first like 5 guys there, they're going to smash them, aren't they?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to roll it?
Just because you're on the stream.
Yeah, 5, 10. Yeah. you're right. I did declare him. I thought I didn't declare him as target, but I did. No problem.
It's okay.
4. Thank you for reminding me. Thanks for reminding me. I did declare him as a target. I don't want to cheat on the stream. 6.
Better not to cheat on stream, isn't it?
Yeah. And 2s. So 5, 6, 11.
I'll just roll 8 the way I rolled, and they'll all be done. Jet roll it. Okay, so now you got 3 kills, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interfere.
No,
I was just curious.
no, you were right. You were right because I declared as a target. If I didn't claim as a target, that's
I'm assuming here you're going to pile in some way to like get yourself just like this.
yeah. Just make
Here,
sure I'm on
see.
the objective. That's fine.
Okay. So you're back
guess
to 10.
yeah.
And it's over to me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first turn. The ice has been broken. James's first turn has come at an end. And well, he moved his units off the board as you do with Blood Angels.
Yeah.
It's not really much. So he's got his Sanguinary Guard moving up, but being fairly well hidden behind the T-shaped ruin in the middle there, at the bottom right side. He moved his Death Guard up the board with Forlorn Fury. They get to move once.
Death Company.
Death Company, excuse me. And then in their actual movement phase, they get to move again.
Yeah.
And they launched a charge against the 3 units of servitors that Danny used to screen a bit. Personally, I don't think I would have put those servitors there because, well,
It gives
them a charge target and extra, and so in so doing, also extra movement. You don't really care, I don't think, if the servitors die. But now there are servitors there. But the upside is that James tried to wrap the middle unit, but it didn't succeed in doing so. He just killed them all 3.
Yeah.
So he made a charge, like two or three Death Company, like murdered 2 units of servitors. They just
many
did
attacks.
6 wounds or something. But then he just failed all his 4-up saves.
Yeah.
Like he had to make, like, there were 8 servitors, right, spread over 2 units. He had to make something like I think 10 saves, if that.
Yeah.
He just failed them all. He was just dead. So that's 2 units gone. And then James tried to wrap the unit in the center. Didn't quite manage to do so, and so he wanted to spend 3 CP to fight again. He tried, but he tried to only wrap them.
Yeah.
But there were already a few Death Company, like within striking range, within an inch of the servitors. So he would technically have to fight them, and he would just straight up murder them.
Yeah.
And that's not really worth the 3 points. So
I think they went through with it though.
he went through. So he did play the 3 CP. So he just murdered them.
Yeah, a bit
Okay.
Bit of a
Yeah, okay.
misunderstanding,
Yeah,
bit of a misplay, something like that.
Well, to be fair, it's a misplay by James.
Yeah.
All right. So, but then he did let him, at least make the attacks. But it's 3 CPs for just killing another unit of servitors. That's really not worth it, you guys.
But all the screening is gone now. You can't.
That's true.
So,
All the screening is gone, but then again, also now the Death Company are out there,
Yeah.
just
They're gonna
standing
get
there. They're gonna get murdered. Yep. So, but for scoring, so James killed 2 units, but that amounts into kill 1. He holds an objective. He gets a recon, and he also gets behind enemy lines because he's now in the enemy lines. So that's 4 points in total for James, and we're going into the first turn for Denny, and let's see how he responds.
So the best place, you've not got anything with bases smaller than this, have you, probably? If you go at a really odd angle, best you're getting is there, yeah?
Yep.
And so if I'm
12 away.
13 inches away,
Yeah, 12.1. I can't charge you.
so if I'm here,
I
okay.
could.
Can I just leave that there for a minute?
Yeah. Cool.
So eliminators are just going to fall. Right, just check where your scouts are in this building here. And you got 3 kills, didn't you?
Yeah.
And is it line?
Yeah, line.
So I'm going to be right back in this corner there. These guys will fill that. I just want everyone to be within 36 of that one squad. So, does that get it?
That gets.
I just need at least one squad.
That gets the front squad. Yeah.
I'm happy with that. Okay, and then 12 is there. So where he is stood now is safe. So you're happy here, outside
Yep.
of 12, yeah? So there's no way you can come in from reserve here, charge any of this. And over here you've got to be 9 away, so there's no angle for you here, so 908 inches is here, which again 12, so these guys can come out right to this line. There. So I'm behind that line there again, unchargeable from reserve. And if you've come in 9 from these guys, I'm outside of 12, yeah?
Okay.
So are you happy that if I am behind, in the middle, sort of doesn't matter as long as I'm 4 inches behind, but I won't be.
Yeah.
You happy that here, none of this is chargeable from reserve at all? Okay. So then I'm going to go up 2 units, sorry. And this way I just need to be 4 inches behind there. Cool, that's the first. Sorry, my bad. Cool, so I'm just outside of 4. That's those guys. And then the mortis. Tech Marine is going to run forward, Mortis is going to run back, Chaplain Dread's going to run back, Lieutenant is going to run this way, and the Smash Captain is safe there, there is no way you can go through that way, he's actually going to move a little forwards, just outside of 4, more than outside of 4. Best you can go. Okay. So I'm just outside of 12 here as well. At any angle you can get this way. Just check it one more time to make sure, because if I mess that up, yeah. So you're back here. 12. Okay.
Yep.
Give that back. So, do I want to...
punten voor Bikkerman. Dat is 3 keer. Wat is Koos maar af? Oké. En goed gespeeld. Ja. Is het zeer goed, ja? Dan is het mijn turn. Ja, God, dat doen ze.
So, just go off turn 2. He's got to bring
Deze kan ik even stellen.
put those two on for objective. I'm going to see this can fit. So that could fit there. So you need about an 11-inch charge. You could have +2, so you need like a 9-inch charge. I think I'll live with that. So those guys are going to drop there. So boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's do some shooting. So, targeting protocols. I can reroll the hits, reroll the wounds. He's going to put it on himself. So, who's got the worst angles? 3 can shoot there. So, 5 can shoot that. Blues. So, blues are going to start first. Blue squad's going to go into them. Okay. So I'm hitting on 3s with full rerolls because of the Chapter Master. Rerolling everything. Strength 4, so 4s to wound with a reroll for Master Artisans. That's 3 6-ups, 2 damage.
Great. So who shot blue there, you said?
Blue here.
If I pull these ones, can they see them at all?
So which ones?
If I pull those three,
can who see who?
Can they see
Everyone
them?
can see him.
Yeah, so there's 3 there, right?
Oh, if you pull these 3,
And then
some of them can see them,
that's the one
some
right there,
can see
isn't
the
it? Okay.
scouts.
So we'll pull these 3 then, like that.
Okay. And then we'll go for another 5 stalkers from Purple Squad into them.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So he should be. I didn't see him.
Oh,
he,
right.
he should be like that. Sorry, 2 inches there. There'll be a few more. I didn't see him. Sorry.
3 stalkers from Purple
Yeah,
Squad
cool.
then. With in fact, Artisans.
Yeah,
if I'm not in range of the Chapter Master. And then 4s to wound with Artisans is 2 more 6-ups. Nice, rock and roller. Then we'll go for five red into the Death Company with full rerolls because of the Chapter Master. 4s to wound. That's not flat. With the Lieutenant and the Master Artisans is 3 more 6-ups. 3 more.
Yep,
3 more dead.
Can you just pull? We'll pull.
Pull those 3 better, but some of blue can still see.
Yeah, that's fine. Just pull those 3 to try and reduce as much firepower as
yeah?
possible. Yeah, as much firepower as possible.
Then 3 of blue will shoot you, and 2 of blue will shoot your scouts.
Okay.
So 3 of blue into these guys. All hit. And Master Artisans for 2 6-ups. And then reroll up. 2 more dead.
What other shooting do you have?
Eliminators and this.
Yeah. Okay.
So it sort of doesn't matter anymore.
Is he on the objective? Not on the objective.
No. That's that. So you've got 4 guys left, yeah?
Yeah. 4.
And then 2 guys over here.
Yep.
Both hit. I did an Artisans already, so 1 dead.
And then just pull one.
Okay. Okay, I'll come back to that. So now I'm going to do 2, 3. 3 guys are going to shoot the scouts. In fact, they're all shooting the scouts because I placed myself so I can't see anything else. So 1 guy who gets to shoot twice.
Take them.
Okay.
You're not using the reroll. Be all right.
Not using the rerolls. I'll just roll
yeah,
it.
because it's
So 3s,
yeah.
reroll in a hit.
Yeah.
And then I've got the guy firing twice on 2s.
So you're using the grab amp. Yeah, you're taking
No,
them
no.
off. Oh,
I'm
not,
using the.
you're not using the cherub.
cherub,
Yeah,
yeah.
take them off. They're dead.
Okay, yeah. Then over here we've got 10 bolt rounds into these guys.
Yep.
Can you see here? If I roll here? Can you? If I
Yeah,
roll
that's
here?
cool.
Roll here.
Pause.
With an Artisans. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 saves.
4. We've got 2 in cover. So first 2,
1 dead.
and then 1 more.
2 more saves. Well, that just
two
gives
up.
you 2 up save.
Huh.
And he fails it anyway, so 2
So
more.
I've got,
So you got one left.
one
yeah.
guy in there, yeah.
Okay, so the furthest away eliminator squad is going to shoot 1 at him, 2 over there. So hitting on 2s with rerolls for iron hands, and then wounded on 3s. So that's AP 2 ignores cover, so 5 up. So
Yeah, so he fails. 1 damage.
6 up. So he's dead. And then 2 on the scouts, reroll 1s for iron hands, fortunately, and 3s to wound with an artisans is 2 6-ups.
Yeah, so 2 and then
Yeah.
dead.
Then the next squad.
Yeah, sorry.
What about?
What is that? So I had those 2 guys there. So, no, you're out of range there.
What about him?
Yeah, he's in.
So 2 guys are in range there. And what about this squad over here?
No, he's out.
And what about him?
He's in.
Okay, so what I'll do, from the middle squad I've got 1 guy, and 2 guys will go at the front squad there,
Yep.
that we pre-measured. So 1 guy over here, hits on 2s, wounds on 3s. So 6 up, kills him. And then 2 at the front squad there, hits on 2s, with a reroll of 1s, wounds on 3s. With artisans, it's 2 6-ups over there. And then the last squad here, 2 could reach.
Do you want to? Because I've picked the closest guy up there, didn't I? Because he was slightly.
So here,
Is your guy there?
right there.
I think you're in with that front guy. What about
And then 2 will have to go over
Yeah.
there. So 1 over here,
Yeah.
hits on a 2, and wounds on a 3. And the master artisans, no. 2 over there, and wound on 3s. With a lieutenant, so 2 6-ups. Okay. Is that 4 dead there?
Just the sergeant left, yeah.
Okay. And then 5 sniper scouts. We'll go over here from here. So 3s to hit, reroll in 1s, right in hands, and 4s.
6 and he's dead.
Reroll them. No, I'm not in range of lieutenant, so 1. So 5 up save.
Is it minus? Oh, because you're heavy.
AP1, heavy.
CP. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, okay. It's down to 9, yeah? I believe in you. I shouldn't have. You failed. Okie dokie. So, I killed 1 squad, 2 squad, 3 squad. So I've matched the kill.
I need to. I've got a lost 4 guys
yeah.
here.
I'm assuming you left
Just-
the sergeant, right?
Yeah.
So you need a 5 up twice to fail.
Yeah. Which I'll take the chance.
Okay.
Oh, the reroll.
There you go. So we've equal kill and hold, yeah?
Yeah, because you've got
hold
1.
the same and
1.
we've got the same kills.
Yeah.
Behind enemy lines, you can get it for 1, can't you?
Yeah.
Old school, so I got first strike and I got 1 out of mark for death.
Yep.
So it puts me on 5
Yep.
and you on 5. Over to you, sir. I'm going for a weave. You've got any rolls to
cool.
do, mate?
Just the start of the turn.
The litanies, yeah?
So we'll do +2 charge from Lamates.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the end of battle round 1. Danny just had his turn. It was a bit of a more productive turn, I'd say, than James managed to have. Look, let's start with the biggest part of it. The Death Company have been eliminated by the intercessors, just mass intercessor fire. They were out in the open in front of all the intercessors that Danny has. They were going to die, and died they did. Then he also dropped down a drop pad in the top right corner. A bit of an odd drop, if you ask me. They came down and they shot the scouts, so they eliminated the scouts and removed them off the objective. So there's that. But now they are in an awkward position in the corner, and I think if James leaves them alone, they don't really have great firepower, a great field of vision. But we'll see. Maybe James is, baited into cleaning them up. I'm not quite sure. I think I'd leave them alone and just, let them struggle with the awkward position they've put themselves in. If you ask me, a bit of a waste, but we'll see how that plays out. So then with some sniper fire remaining sniper fire and intercept fire, Danny managed to delete the scout unit that was occupying the center objective. He took a few scout models off unit that was hiding in James's top left ruin. All in all, he killed 3 units. James did as well. So they matched each other for that, so no kill more. They both hold an objective, just one, because Danny managed to shoot James off. So that's 2 points each. And then for the secondaries, Danny did score behind enemy lines with that incoming drop pod. He also did score old school for first strike, and he scored marked for death because he destroyed the marked Death Company unit. So that puts Danny on 5, James on 4. And we're going into the second battle round. Top of the turn goes to James. Let's see how he responds.
Gonna roll his run. I'm going to roll the advance to the banner. There's all my ones.
I'm gonna have to stop arbitrating these rolls for you because they've only been once.
Only ones.
Oh, really?
So you're behind enemy lines. 14.5 here, isn't it?
Yeah. So you just need to be like.
It'll be like
Is
in
it one model in?
yeah, one model in.
One model? Is it partially holy?
Partial. It has to be whole. Whole unit has to be in.
Or the whole unit?
Whole unit has to be in. Okay, cool. So I'm going to bring in. So I'm going to spend 2 CP.
So. Yeah, down to 7, yeah?
I'm going to send Astartes up. He's going to go. I'm going to bring in some deep strikes, and I'm going to do the thing. So he's going to. The idea is I want to get. So these guys at the moment are in recon in here.
So they're in this quarter for 1.
Got 2 units here, 2 units here, 2 units there. Because I'm going to have
So 1, 2.
2. Yeah, I need to keep your hands in.
1, 2, and I'm guessing 2
I have
characters.
2 there, and I'm going to send. I want to get him into this one,
Him
and I want to get into behind enemy lines as well.
You can't use 1 unit to score them concurrently. You can't use the same unit to do it.
Same one. So I'd only be able to get.
So you wouldn't get behind enemy lines and double recon, or you could get behind enemy lines and 1 recon. Depends how desperate you are to do it quickly.
That's okay, I'll just do behind enemy lines, and so I'm going to go 9. So behind enemy lines, I'm going to measure your.
So you want my deployment, yeah?
14.5.
Yeah.
It's like there.
Yeah.
So I want to go 9 away from your scouts here for me. I'll just sit, just so I can charge them.
9.
I want to be just hidden, so you can't see me, but just 9 away.
So 9 is like this.
Is he hidden there? Yeah, 9 away.
It looks like a little further out.
Copy there, cool.
Yep. No, I cannot.
And then deep striking.
So. Yeah, easy. Cool.
So 9 away here. Sit inside the wall for 9 away. So they're 9 away.
Yeah.
Can't see them, I guess.
I guess not.
Within 3 of the.
So that's the reroll, the orc reroll, yeah, basically. But you didn't get the +2 off.
No, he's over there anyway. that guy.
Alright, so they need an 8 with a reroll.
I'm going to roll 3d6 probably with him anyway.
Just do a manage, roll 2. Fine.
I wish I could roll the money. Move up like that. Okay, let's do. There's no real shooting. Just going to do some combat. Not combat, some charge. So we're going to spend 2 here. Down to 5. 3d6 charge. I'm going to charge both.
So I think the storm bolter can see on the drop pod.
I'm not going to charge the. I'm not going to charge this because I want to tag it and not kill it. So just onto these.
Yep.
Does that make it?
Yeah. Reasonably close. Reasonably close.
So obviously I'll put some guys on the objective. And then Lamartes will try and charge some scouts.
Yep.
Can reroll. Yep, +1.
Oh, yeah, sure. Nice. How many attacks do you want this profile?
He's got quite a few attacks. I'll have a look in a second. Do you want me to roll here? I can roll
Yeah,
if I
you
want
never
to.
know.
Yeah, cool.
You do some work, so I'm assuming you want to get as many in as possible, right?
Yeah,
So you can have, I think, 2 rows.
yeah, but I need to have one guy on the
Yeah, so
objective.
you lose 1 guy.
I think I can have an inch away like that, yeah? Inch and an inch.
And then, so you lose that guy, so
Yeah.
7.
So 2 fists. Useless. 2s. 1. -3. It's obviously tactical doctrine, by the way. I'm playing the new rules where I have to leave in.
Oh, sure, okay.
You don't have to play that, but obviously I am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because my army is affected a little bit more in this.
3s.
That's 2
Sorry,
then.
yeah. And 2s with axes.
3s is it? Oh, 2.
Yeah, and -2.
5 ups. Boom. Yep, that'll do it.
And I'll just tag that.
How rude.
Do you want to interrupt? He's got 4 wounds, 3 up save, 6 up to pain. Attack wise, he has 5 attacks base, +2 because he's Death Company and a Marine. So he has 7 attacks. Choose strength. He's strength 6, -2, d3 damage. To me, 2s and 2s with a 6 up
I
save.
think I'm just. I think I'm going to transhuman. So put me down to 7.
Okay.
So you got 7. Was it
7 attacks, yeah, 7.
Hitting on 2s with rerolls?
No.
So hitting on 2s is 6 hits. Hitting on 4s is 3 wounds. Yeah, I'll transhuman.
You know, and my attacks, yeah. So 2s,
4s.
nothing.
Okay. So transhuman. So my attack's back.
I just want to touch you.
Thank you.
Like,
So bear in mind, hang on. You gotta go closer to the model you were nearest to. Yeah.
like that.
So then I'm gonna go like this.
Yep.
And I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 attacks. You ready for this?
I did definitely.
So I'm in chapter master range. Okay, so 3's to hit with 4 rerolls. And 4's to wound with an artisans. 3, 6, 8. Just roll like you did before.
1, 2. 2 save 6. Takes 1.
So 4 left?
3 left. He's got 4 wounds.
All your combats.
Is it done?
So back to you and we'll do our points.
Yep.
Any fight twice or anything like that? So you've killed. You've bonused. Killed, you held your bonus.
Yep.
You have reconned
Just 1, and behind enemy lines 1.
singly.
Yeah.
Recon singly, behind enemy lines singly. Okay?
Yep.
Over to me, sir. Let's do this thing. Right, so squad's gonna fall back 6 here. Squad's going to be 6.
His coherence is really bad here, Danny. Let me just...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, end of James's turn in battle round 2. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to think of this one. So James, let's start with that. James did turn around. He sent a unit of Sanguinary Guard to get to the Graf Marines up in the top right corner at the drop pod. I mean, he wanted to get rid of them. Actually, that's actually a pretty good move in hindsight, because I forgot to mention. Earlier I said that I would have just left them alone. The thing is, those Graf Marines are at an objective where if they claim that one, it's worth the bonus point. And also, the Graf Marines are suddenly on an objective, which could mean that Danny would be able to score a hold more. So actually getting rid of him might have been a good play to do. Gave him a kill, and next turn they can get rid of the drop pod, hampering Danny's abilities to score behind enemy lines for himself. So there's a kill. The Sanguinary Guard in the sort of right center stayed kind of where they are on the objective. He's not really keen to move them anywhere in line of sight of all the intercessors. He did bring down Lamartis, and he charged a unit of scouts with Lamartis. He used and Lamartis has a lot of attacks. He has 5 base. When he charges, he's a Death Company, and he's a Space Marine with Shock Assault, so he gets +2 attacks. So he actually has 7 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling, and then winning on 2s, because he has Strength 6, and then he's a Blood Angel. So he charged 5 scouts. Actually, then he opted to use Transhuman Physiology. And it turned out that while Lamartis hit all his attacks, he whiffed terribly on his to wound and didn't kill a single scout. So now the scouts can just move, out of combat. And now Lamartis is standing there, kind of with his hands in the air, going, "Well, it's been fun, guys. Peace out." Because he's gonna get shot by a lot of Intercessor Stalker Bulkon rounds now. Not a good look. But
I believe he played Lamartis wrong, because Lamartis allows himself to reroll the hits he does in combat.
Yeah, but he hit with all his attacks.
I think he didn't.
He hits on 2s.
Yeah,
and he rerolls ones.
Some ones there. Well, maybe it's
all right. Well, in either case, in the end, James scored in his turn a kill. He has a hold one. He also scored a recon, and he scored behind enemy lines. So in the bottom left building there, he still has units of scouts. And then Lamartis came over to score the recon. So he basically sacrifices Lamartis to get a point on the secondary. It's now over to Danny's turn, and we'll get to see how he retaliates.
Charge downwards, nothing in here, impossible to charge. Check it one last time, 9 away, cannot be within 12 of anyone. 12 of him is here, 9 is further away. Cool. Right, so as it is now, you're on 1, 2, 3. I'll kill you off of that. So you're on 2, I'm on 2. In fact, I have that already. So there's no hold more for you. Kills, you killed 1.
Yep. Probably just trying to probably kill that. Probably.
Yes, so you're going to kill 2. But I can kill 3, 4. And what have I got? Behind enemy lines. Who's your natural warlord, sorry? It's the Sanguinar, isn't it? Okay. To just sweetness Sanguard. Still got 2, that's the safest one. No risk at all. Boom, right, shoot phase. So, let's start with this guy this time, because he cleverly pulled models away and stopped him shooting for. He's going to whack into Lamartis, so he hits on 2s. And I'll split the guns out. So he's wounded on 2s, and I re-rolled an artisans. So you've got 2.
Yeah, I failed one.
One's on 3, so d6 damage, 5.
Let's roll them, see if he dies. He does. There you go, done.
Simple. Four here of blue squad. You can see these scouts.
Yep.
So 3's to hit with full chapter mastery rolls, and 4's to kill with master artisans. Kills 3 of those.
All of them haven't shot yet, have they?
None of this is shot.
Yeah, I'll just take these three off.
Red squad will also shoot them.
Yep.
So hit 1 more shot. Full chapter mastery rolls, and 4's to kill is 2 dead. Cool. In range of, who do I want? In range of the Sanguinal?
Yeah, I'd say so.
4 up Invun, yeah?
Yeah, 4 of them.
Who else is around there? So he's got a 4 up Invun, 2 up save,
5 up.
and he's still 2 up save anyway, isn't he?
Yes. Oh, well,
He
1
took
up,
it?
1 up at the moment, because we're in cover, aren't I?
Yeah. Oh yeah, so
2
it's
up,
only 2 up.
1 up.
So then I may as well shoot these guys.
Okay.
So 5 sniper rifles at them. Hang on. Okay, yeah. So 5 snipers. With an artisans reroll. If I could just get those 6s again, that'd be nice. With an artisans reroll. 2 mortals and 3 saves.
So 2.
AP1, so
2 saves first then,
Yep.
with 3 ups in vulnerables.
Yep.
So 5 to 1, and then
3
3.
in total, and then
3
5
from
up to him.
effects. 1
Kills 1. Almost like playing Iron Hands, but they've just got half the wounds. So it's nothing like playing Iron Hands. Right, then we'll go
I'll coherency, so I don't want
eliminators here. So the first 2 units are in full chapter master reroll range, the 3rd unit isn't. I'll do 1 at the 1 ignore line of sight shot at your scouts.
Yeah, so I'm just yeah, so I'll take him off because
1 ignore line of sight shot at the single scout, and 2 at the other squad. So
Yep.
hitting on 2s and wounding on 3s, and I'll use where's the lieutenant reroll? No, and then 2 at the other squad, wounded on 3s, 2 6-ups, 2 dead. The next squad that's in full rerolls range, 1 on the single guy and the others on the other guys. So hits on 2s and wounds on 3s, so 6-up, and then so he's dead, yeah.
Yeah, he's dead, yeah.
And then 2 on the other guys, both hit, both wound.
1 left, just a sergeant left.
1 left, and then the other squad will just do all 3.
Yep.
So re-rolling 1's frying hands, that's not flat. 2s and 3s with them, 2 6-ups.
Did I do? Oh, 2 6-ups, yeah. I do get a save. Nope.
Okay. So that kills 2, 3, 4. So I've got kill more.
Yep.
Don't want anyone, can't kill anything else. So I get kill more, hold, and that's it. Yeah. I don't get any behind enemy lines. Old school and mark for death.
And no hold more. I get to just kill this, don't I? Well, I tried to kill
sorry. Yeah, you will kill that.
it. Try to kill it anyway. Power fists. I didn't charge this turn.
Get over to you.
Yeah. So hit on 4s. 1 wound on them. It's -3, so you get a save.
6-up. Passed. Because
And
why
then
not?
1, 2, 6.
So you've not got the extra attacks now, have you?
No, just 2
And
attacks.
he's +1 to wound only in the first round of combat. Oh, nice.
So just, toughness 6.
5. Yeah.
Max. So these are -2.
4. Yeah.
4, yeah.
4 5-ups. Come on, Manny. 43.
3,
6.
6.
Yeah, it's dead. Does it blow? It'd be nice if it did. It does not. Thank you very much. See you next week.
Someone this way.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, it's on your time. We'll leave it on you. Your turn.
Yep, just litanies then. Let's do Astartes will do reroll to hit. Nope. And exploding 6s on the Vanguard. Why not? No. Is it done? Okay.
So 10-8 at the minute to you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, the turns are going quite quickly. I mean, the turns are also actually fairly simple. Both players are, quite comfortable in staying in their own corners. Then it really doesn't have incentive to really go anywhere because the train in the middle is blocking most of his line of sight, and shuffling him around a bit with the intercessors doesn't really do him, a whole lot. Also, he was busy killing Lamardis with all the intercessors. I mean, that dude went down like a punk to one of the twin-link last cannons of the dreadnoughts. That's it. He managed to take off a few models actually managed to kill Lamardus and 2 units of scouts with the snipers and the intercessors. There was a unit of scouts in the middle, and there was the unit of scouts in the top left ruin that James occupies. So that's 3 kills, actually scoring him kill and kill more over James. They're both holding 2 objectives, so they both still only hold the 1. And then in Danny's combat phase, then James did manage to destroy the drop pod, so that costs Danny a behind enemy lines that he otherwise would have been able to score. So Danny scores 3 points on the primary. James scored 2 on the primary and 2 on the secondary. So actually, James is in a little lead, if I'm not mistaken. Let's count it up. It's 5-8. Oh no, it's actually 8 to exactly 8.
So it's a good tight match up until now.
Yeah, it's
this is of course James' 3rd turn, so he's got to get all his deep striking units on the board, otherwise they're going to be lost. And I think that after this, we can see Danny really moving out of that corner and start putting more pressure on the board, because he can leave his backline open.
well, all he really needs to do. I was talking about it just before you sat down. Danny hasn't really got much incentive as of now to move off the board. What he probably does want to do is put a unit on the central objective, so he'd be claiming 3 objectives to James's 2. The only problem with that is he'd be moving closer to the Sanguinor and the
Vanguard.
And the Vanguard and all the stuff. So what does James actually still have in reserve stand? It's just 1 unit? He does have the veterans, does he not?
I think he has 3 units. Wait, let me check.
Because there's not much more that James can put on board. I actually...
He's got 3 units of Sanguinary Guard, and he's got 1 on the board, so he's still got 2 left.
No, he's got... he's got 1 on board. Oh yeah, those the red ones are actually the veterans. So he's got 2 units left that have to come down now. I was going to talk about how James he needs to start moving towards the intercessors, because he has the Reaper. So he needs to start killing intercessors. But he has 2 units of Sanguinary Guard that can come down and potentially get him some charges, although Danny did now...
He's done his screening very well.
Yeah, so James gave him actually enough time to rescreen.
Yeah.
That might have been a mistake. It might have been better for James to just plop down the Sanguinaries on turn 2, because at that point Danny hadn't yet screened with the scouts. So that might be a bit of a pivotal thing right there.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that pans out. As of now, it's James's turn. He's moving up his veterans, and we'll see what he is brewing in his little pot. I hope it's tasty.
So just 1 Thunderhammer in it?
Just 1 and a fist. I took 1 of the fists off because I was getting out to him otherwise. I want to keep it up on the objective. So I'm going to string these just slightly differently. Just need 1 more guy. Oh, this is not going to work. It's not going to work. I won't be able to move that far my characters. I won't move these first. Let's move the characters slightly further back. That's okay, just just keep this 2 inches there. That's okay. Right. Then we're going to pay. We'll bring deep strikes in. We're going to pay 2.
Down to 5, yeah?
Yep.
Doesn't that happen at the start of the movement?
You do it. Is it any time in the movement phase, isn't it?
Thought it was the start. Have a look.
I do it any time in the movie phase, and then I pick them up at the end of the movie phase, don't I?
Have a look. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's what I said my intention was, right?
Oh really?
Yeah, they're going to charge the scouts. That was the whole point. They're going up to kill the
Oh,
scouts.
you didn't say it was them doing
Yeah,
it.
they're
But,
going
okay.
to scouts, and then they're coming in here, and they're going to charge the scouts.
Because you just said, oh yeah, if I can get in there and charge the scouts, but you
That's-
didn't say
but
who you're doing it
obviously,
with.
there's no one else who could reach them. They're the only squad that can reach them.
I thought maybe it was the one coming from reserve.
No, they're the only ones who can reach the recon. I'm going to put 3 there.
Dit was ook al heel veel.
Sorry. Just 9 away from that. That's fine.
Just grab a stick.
So within 3 here.
Of,
The icon guy.
and that's for the multiple rerolls.
The reroll charges. Yeah. And then there's going to be 10 guys. There's going to be 10 guys in here. I'll just throw 10 in there. And then
What's the 3d6 charge? How many CPs is that?
2, so I'm going to be left with 1 when I do it in a second. I'll just do it now because I'm not going to do any shooting. So, we're going to do 3-6 charge then.
Ramsey.
Yes. Smatter. Smatter. Is it on mic or something? So they're going here.
Okay.
Got my scouts.
Yep.
Scouts there. I want to charge them there to get recon. And enemy lines. So I can only get only one to get recon, can't they?
Yeah, if you make it over there, then you've got single recon.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm down to 1 now that I've spent the 2 to do
So
3
hang on, you were on 5 when you picked them up?
I was 5, yeah, that's 5. So I'm on 3 now.
For the plus the 3d6 charge, yeah?
I'm on 1 now.
You're on 3. You were on 7.
Yeah.
2 up was 5. The charge for 3d6 is another 2, yeah? So you're
Yeah.
on 3.
Oh, that's 3, okay. Alright. Okay.
I get Overwatch though, right?
You can get a couple of guys, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I think all can probably see, yeah.
Yeah, from this one.
So that's going to be
So
13,
6s
14.
with the Master Artisans and a reroll 1s, 1 hit, and then 4s with the Artisans is a wound. Grip save.
I don't know if I'm out of range. Oh, maybe 1. So I'll put it on him. So I rolled 14. So 13 plus 1,
Okay.
14. So my intention here is to get to. Does it matter what I do? Because I'm not going to get recon and behind enemy lines.
No, and I think you might struggle to get behind enemy lines with.
Well,
You've got to
I've
get all the way
I've
here.
got 20-inch move with my pylon and consolidate.
Oh, okay. Oh, then possibly. Because we said it was like this, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I'm 20-inch move because I'm going to move 14, fight and consolidate. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be achievable. That's
I
okay.
believe so.
Yeah,
I believe so. So that's the back guy, yeah?
yeah, that's that guy. So all I want to do is just going to smash these.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
these 2, isn't it?
Yep. You got someone on in that corner?
Put a guy there.
Okay.
I'll take the chance. So basically, I just want to move. Just going to move. I've got to do it properly. There's the 14.
Is that the back guy, yeah? Okay. Everyone else in the middle.
Now I'm going to do like this. I'm going to move him as far as physically possible. Do you want me to roll that? I've got 4 attacks per guy.
Well, you have to have someone here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the 3-inch consolidate. We're going to go like jump over like that. Jump over. So just want to get as far forward as possible to make sure I'm in the enemy lines because we said it was.
If you can get to the line of these scouts, you've got it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I can do because I've got the 6
I'll let you roll the dice because you never know.
Cool. So I've got 1 guy who's out.
Okay.
And we've got 2 sorted dice.
So you'd have to have someone back there like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Keep going.
just within an inch of him like that. Then.
Yeah. Still fine.
So two fists.
Yep.
One this side.
2s. AP3, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
AP4 now. 'Cause
Yeah, okay.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This plus 4 more. All that again. Twos.
Is this AP?
AP3. Cool. Then I'll just move that. Then I've got my 3" and my 3". So I'll just do. So, just
So
gonna,
these are piled in, haven't
they've already piled in, but these guys haven't yet.
Yep.
Just gonna
So-
do like that.
So this is.
And now they've got their 3" just to get there because they haven't consolidated yet.
Yeah. So do you want to be outside of inch or do you want to be in?
I want to be outside of an inch, but I want to be in the
In my deployment zone. Yeah, you're in, mate. Got it.
obviously on the bonus objective.
Okay. All good. So you've got.
I want to have as many touching that ruin as possible. Oh no, it's fine. Leave it there. I moved them.
So you've got one sanguinary guard squad in there.
Yep.
Right against the wall or back?
Right against the wall. Yeah.
One squad here. This unit and this scouts and that's the army now, yeah? Cool.
So recon behind enemy line, kill
So
hold bonus.
behind enemy lines is there. You haven't got behind enemy lines and recon.
I've got recon as well. Yeah.
You can't have both.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So which
That's
you
what I said. Behind enemy lines. Yeah.
So you got behind enemy lines, you've got a kill, you've got a hold,
Yeah.
you've got the bonus, you got recon. Reaper, I'm not quite sure you're a Reaper yet. Fine. And yeah, you've got a Reaper as well. Okay, over to me, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this then. So now you can still.
How did you kill the first one of Sanguinary Guard again? Sorry.
I didn't. That's what I was telling you.
Oh, I didn't know.
Okay, here we are at the end of James's turn at the top of Battle Round 3. Okay, so James started to make a move, at least with one of the squads. Again, I'm just under the general impression he's playing quite reserved.
Yeah, very reserved.
Very
Especially for Blood Angels.
Yeah. He's got one unit of Sanguinary Guard on.
If you forgot to bring a sanguinary guard squad in turn 3, they would be destroyed. Do you let him move in?
We're not TOs, it's your game, so you decide.
Okay, so he actually forgot to bring down a Sanguinary Guard. Oh, this is interesting.
Start of the movement phase, it's like phases
So you're going to say that? Okay.
Okay, that's rough. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a. How do you call it whenever they announce news? That's sudden. What's that word again?
Just in.
Yeah, this is just in, guys. So James actually forgot to bring in a unit of Sanguinary Guard. I was under the impression that they were all already on the board but they were not. So. Then it just acts as if we would let them on, but we are not the players of this game. We are mere spectators, observers in you. And the Hand of Fate was his.
I'm going to switch it to top view.
All right. And then he's saying, look, it's a competitive game, and it is now the movement phase, and it's a couple of phases past the movement phase. Dice have been rolled. Yeah, it is what it is. So no, James can't bring them on. They're just gone. All right, that's a big deal. If that, that's game, I think. Also, to be honest, but we'll see if James can.
I mean, there's a lot of autocannons.
Well, that's a lot of points
There's like
that are not on the board. That's a unit of 9. That's not on the board. That's just destroyed. Yeah, that's brutal. So, but let's talk about James's turn of what he did manage to do. So he moved his Sanguinary Guard into Danny's corner. He's occupying objective number 5, which scores him actually the bonus point as well. He is playing rather reserved. His veteran squad with his characters are still kind of on the other side of the board in the center, grabbing objectives 2 and 4. So he's scoring kill 1 and hold 1. He destroyed a unit of scouts. He scores another behind enemy lines. He wanted to score recon as well, but he doesn't have enough units in the deployment zones. so he had to pick one, and he went for behind enemy lines. But look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm really rooting for the Blood Angels, but it's not going great. I think he's being a little bit too reserved. He gave Danny that turn to put back up the screening wall. So now the Sanguinary Guard came in, charged a bunch of scouts. I mean, they killed him, yes, sure, but it's a unit of scouts. Danny doesn't really care, because now again there's an entire, like every turn there's like this unit just out in the open. They killed something rather insignificant.
I tried to nudge him. I said, Ramsey. Then at the start of my moving phase as well.
We've got a little rules thing going on here.
You guys, I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's obviously in my favour.
To me, no, because if it's only up to me, then you're not getting him back. If it's,
No, that's
your
it.
mistake.
If you decide that, and he decides that, I'm happy with that.
If you would grant him something, that's
No,
fine.
no, we said it's fine. No problem. I would rather have the team who just make sure that's okay, because
Yeah, for
I wouldn't want the team to say, well, no, I wouldn't want that kind of thing.
No, no,
But if you want to play like that, that's not bad. But if you want to like have that as the playing the mistakes, fine. Yeah, good. Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. No problem at all. That's fine.
It's too late.
Yeah. Look, the TO came by. James is not really contesting this or in any way or form, but look, this is. It happens to the best of us, but this is effed up. Like seriously, like losing a unit like that in a game that's already arguably going not very well your way can be real rough. But I have to say, James is being very calm about it. He's being, he's saying, okay, yeah, I forgot. Them's the rules. So
Also, it could be a good reminder for everyone to keep your casualty pile and your reserves not in one big heap.
Yeah. And sometimes in the heat of the moment, you just, he's very focused. You can see it. You can see by the way he's looking. He's very focused on everything he does. I feel for the guy, but we have to move on. So he scored behind enemy lines. To recap once again, kill one, a whole one, but he has the bonus. But like I was saying, every turn there's like this unit right in front of all the intercessors. They're just gonna get deleted again. I'm afraid. I mean, he can shoot them now. He can charge them. Then he has intercessor units with these thunder hammers. He still has like a captain. His chapter master over there that can come over if need be and charge them if he can't. Get rid of them with shooting. It's going to be tough. I hope they can tough it out, but but let's root for the Blood Angels, guys. Because that's just a really cool army that you don't get to see all of. So, but here we go into Danny's turn.
I'm going to advance purple squad. So it's 10. So Sanguinary Guard there. So if you put everyone out of 36 of these, or 42 of the
characters, yeah.
So the squad might be in range, or you want
the squad probably might be. I don't know.
No, everyone. Okay. So. And are these guys, sorry, remind me, these guys are up against the wall, right?
Yeah, against the wall.
Just a quick question for you guys. Obviously, ITC filling gaps in walls. This is a gap, right? So this is filled in, so I can't see through that. Cool, okay. I'll advance this guy. Gets an extra 2. I'll advance the chaplain. He gets 9. Right. Doors shut. Suppressors. There we go. Big, small. Big, small.
3116.
3116.
Killed 7 paladins in combat. Round 2 with null zone off.
You're starting to look like a competent 40k player now. What's going on?
That hurts. Yeah, that hurts. It's like all the protection in the world doesn't help against that.
You failed the null's burn tonight. That was pretty good.
Can't advance a charge, can you?
No.
See them.
Gentlemen, coffee?
I'm good,
No,
thank
I'm
you.
fine.
So that's rattle. If I do that, I've killed that many. Takes my objective for sure. Okay, so shooting phase. I'm going to go from 7 to 5, spending 1 for gravitic amplification on them guys, and 1 for mercies for the week.
Yep.
So only 62 wounds to wound.
2. Yeah. Want to spend transhuman? No, it's fine.
Yep. So 3 normal guys, and then the guy hitting on 2s, shooting twice. So guy hitting on 2, shooting twice. Yep. And these guys hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s and a hit. 3s to wound. Rerolling not flat. Rerolling all wounds. And that's
roll your dice.
3 6s, yep. So you're in cover, yeah? So 1 up saves, AP4, 5 up saves. So D3, so I've got to do these 1 at a time because I reroll. So you got 2 wins. So you got no feel of pain, have you? And there's 8 to kill. 1.
Thinking that's what.
Okay, reroll that. 1,
He's dead. Then.
2. Reroll that. 3. Fucking hell. 4. Sorry. 5, 6, 7. Reroll that. 8.
1 left.
If you're saying there's 9 in there? I thought the squad's of 8.
No, it's 2
8
9s.
in a sergeant.
2 9s and 8.
Okay.
That's the 8-man squad.
Okay,
over
so there's
there.
1 left, yeah?
Yeah.
And I've got a stormbolt, a bolter as well from the sergeant.
If he uses a signum, can he shoot at all?
Yeah, that's old editions.
Oh, is that
This has changed now. I'll reroll 1 with Master Artisans. which still misses, and pause to wound. So you've got a 2-up save. Okay. So one guy left there, yeah?
Yeah, one guy left.
Okay, so over here, red squad is going to shoot Sanguinary Guard with their Stalkers.
Yep.
In Chapter Master reroll range. 4s with Artisans is 2 5-ups.
With 2 out of cover.
Yeah, you're right.
1. So 1 dead. Can you just pull the one that's nearest
one?
to you? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
You've got 3 out covers,
Yeah,
2
cool.
more out cover.
Yeah.
Going to Stormbolt on the drop pod, see whoever's left.
Not if the door's closed. No.
Okay, yep, doors are closed. This squad here, 5 shots. Chapter Master and 4 wound. And Lieutenant is here, so reroll 1s and a wound for Artisans. 2 more.
So 2 5-ups. So 1 more out of cover.
Kills 1 more.
Yep.
And then squad of 5 Stalkers here. Reroll in 1 hit. And 4s reroll in a wound. 2 more, so 1 at a time. So passed and a 5-up.
Nope, 1 dead.
Kills that guy. Sorry, you have got 1 more here who's not in cover.
Okay.
This guy's not in cover as well. Tech Marine is going to fire his Stormbolter. 2 shots. 4s with an Artisans. 2 2-ups.
So what was this? Heard you. Stormbolt, you said?
Yes, yes. That's fine. Doing advanced. Can't see. Shot. These scouts are going to go for some 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 bolt shots. Not flat. Reroll a hit. And then 4s. 2, 4 with an Artisans. Not flat. 5 2-ups.
1 to the guy outside, takes 1.
So guy who out cover you.
Yep.
And then I'll do the squad here. Yeah. So squad furthest away squad at that last guy with the outer line of sight ones. So 4-up saves, yeah. 2's tip, 3's to wound. With an Artisans is 2 4-ups. Takes 1 wound, he's got 1 left, yeah? Then the next squad's going to do the same thing. That'll be this squad. 2's hit with a reroll, 3's to wound. With an Artisans is 3 more 4-ups. Kills that guy.
Got 1 more squad left, right?
I've got 1 more squad left, yeah?
Yeah, I'll take him. That's fine.
And then the last squad is going to go at this squad here. All hit. Artisans, 2 more. 4-ups.
He's dead.
Sorry?
He's dead.
Just 1 wound, yeah?
Yeah, he's dead.
So everyone else is cover. Then I'm going to go with red squad here. This squad.
Okay.
So 3's to hit, reroll in a hit. 3's to wound, reroll in a wound. 3 AP3 2 damage.
I've got another 6. Got these 2 guys here. So was it 1 you said or 2?
3.
3 was it? 3, sorry.
Yeah.
So
3 ups.
Fine.
All good. Next squad, blue squad. It's going to do the same thing. Reroll in 1s and a hit. And 3's to wound. Reroll in, so 5.
So
2
1.
damage.
I'll take it on one of these random guys here.
Yep.
You've got hold more anyway right now, right?
Yeah.
Because they're going to probably...
If I kill them with the Smash Captain, which I reasonably.
You've got 2 definitely.
Okay.
Definitely got 2. No matter what I do here.
There's nothing you can do to stop me unless they live.
You've got a massive crafted hammer there, so it don't.
And then the last squad, red squad, will do the same.
Yep.
Reroll it. A hit. 3's. 4 more.
1.
2 damage. So you feel no pain from over here somewhere.
Yeah, but only the guys in 6, and I want to keep them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I need to keep them.
And then I do a crack grenade for my chapter master at the sanguinary guy in front of him. which hits, wounds on a 3, with an Alliance Armoury reroll. AP1 is it?
Yeah, I feel.
D3 damage, kills 1.
Just take the nearest one off from you in case you want double one.
All my shooting done, so I'm going to charge these guys now.
Yep.
Let me think who I'm going to charge with. I'll start with Red Squad.
Okay. No, missed.
7. So these guys are gonna... The first guy is going to move here within an inch. I'm going to move over here to make sure I do take this unless you kill me all. I'm going to leave a 2-inch gap for him to fit through. Chapter Master is going to go in as well. Gets an 8. So he is first. Nothing there now, is it? Squad's dead. Okay. So he's going to fight first. So he's got 4 as
I
standard.
might declare. I want to hear it. No, there's no point heroic. There's nothing I can. Who's the closest?
These guys could get in further here.
There's no way I can dance away from the chapter master.
No.
Nearest guy is a squad guard. No, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. 4 is standard. Sword of the Imperium and Shock Assault. Yeah. So 3's to hit. Full rerolls and 2's to wound with an Artisans and a CP. So 5 AP3, so 5 5-ups. Kills 3. Kills the squad. Yeah. I'm gonna. Where's the nearest? Just over there. I'll go marginally closer.
Cool.
And then these guys still get their activation of 6.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna pull the squad like this. And I'm down to 4 CPs. So at the end of that, I've killed 1, 2. Have you got morale here? How many? You only lost 2, didn't you?
Lost 2, yeah. So leadership 8.
So I've killed 2.
They're immune to him as well.
So I've killed 2.
Yep.
So I think I've killed more.
Yeah, definitely killed more.
So
You
killed.
You actually got. Well, I think you. Because I killed 1, but you definitely got killed anyway. Yeah, you definitely got killed.
So kill more, hold more. So
Yep.
I have 3.
Yep.
That's true. That's a big one. That. So mark for death gets me full on that. Behind enemy lines, old school, no. Over to you, sir.
Okay. So litanies. Let's do
Can I just check that I haven't got behind enemy lines? I totally forgot about it. You're 14 and a half.
Yeah.
Here, and then 21 and a half. Oh yeah, I think I have got it. And have I got 3 units? Or has it got to be wholly?
It's got to be
within?
wholly, yeah.
So
So you
I've
got 2.
units. So
You got 1.
I've got
a
1,
point.
yeah?
Yeah, you got a point.
Cool, thank you. Totally forgot about that.
No, it's absolutely fine. So litany wise, we're going to do exploding 6s on the Vanguard vets. We'll do reroll to hit. Okay. We'll do this. How do we do this? Gonna run these scouts here.
Yep. 7, yeah.
Are you happy that the back of if this guy here,
This
if
guy?
he advances,
This guy, yeah?
the Sanguinol,
Yes.
the back of his base is there,
12, yeah?
and he's gonna if he advances he gets plus he basically gets guaranteed 2 inches because he's got +1 to advance
So
rolls.
that's 14, so you want to get him here?
I want to be guaranteeing myself.
Is this the behind enemy lines? So then surely you need the 15, don't you? Because you've got to be wholly within.
Yeah, so I want to see if 14 is that within behind enemy lines.
Just check it out. 21 and a half, isn't it? So here,
Oh, it's there, isn't it? Yeah.
and then 14, so it's going to be like, in fact, it's that dice there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 21. I was thinking it's 14 now. It's 21, isn't it?
I guess these guys didn't get the range, I think.
I rolled a 1. I'm tempted to re-roll it, but I would need to get. They're only going to move 9 there. So there's.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the end of the third battle round. Denny finished up his turn. Look, it's becoming. Excuse me. It's becoming a bit of a mop-up. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Look, all the Sanguinary Guard are gone. He eliminated the remains of the 2 Sanguinary Guard that were on the board. Put some shots into more scouts. Then he doesn't have a whole lot left. The only thing he does have left is the
Big unit of Vanguard
big
in the
unit,
back.
yeah, with the Sanguinor and the Chapter Ancient. But they're all the way in the back. It's going to take him at least 1 turn if he wants to come over and start dealing some damage. Then he brought down all the aggressors. Are they called the aggressors? Suppressors, yeah. And he brought down his remaining Devastator unit with the Gravs, and that's actually what cleaned up.
That was massive damage output on those.
Yeah, they're pretty good, man. That's what they do. So Danny now really has a firm hold of the board. It's up to James to just like get points wherever he can and try and hold on for as long as he can. But I'm afraid this game has been played. Let's not skirt the issue here. So points wise, Danny killed more. He holds, but also holds now more objectives than James does. He maxed out Marked for Death because all the Sanguinary units are gone, and the Death Guard, the Death Company are gone. So yeah, and he has it behind enemy lines because now he has a dropout, Devastators, and those suppressors over there. So in total, that brings him to.
I don't think that's behind enemy lines. Where is it? No.
Yeah, that's definitely behind enemy lines.
Because they were on the diagonal.
Yeah, so the long thing is, yep, for sure. So it's let's tally up the total score. It's 2, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 16 points to Danny, and 12 points to Simon. He's not very far behind, but this is the point in the game where Danny is going to run away with it because James just doesn't have enough units to keep up. But let's see if he can still, grab some points wherever he can.
Maybe we'll see some cool stuff going on.
The thing is, things can go wrong, right? Things can go really, really bad. The thing is to just not give up and just try to keep a level head, right? Try to keep cool, relax. Don't do it when you want to go to it. Relax. Don't do it
when you want to come.
Yeah. So don't quit. Just keep a cool head and think. Okay, well I'm losing. That's a given. But how can I, last and still grab some points wherever I can? Because those are still points you can earn. And I think it's just a good form, a good mentality to have anyway. The mentality of I'm in a tough situation, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to
chin up.
Yeah.
Hunker down.
There you go. So, but I am rooting doubly hard now for James because I feel for the guy now that he forgot. But we'll see. We'll see if the Blood Angels can score some points. So, back over to the top view and the players.
Paladin's alive.
I don't believe it.
Oh, my character's dead.
Who's winning in points right now? Stop doing that. You think Manny thinks like that? But they're losing.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for this long bomb. It's pretty stupid. It's not going to work out. But we'll just do his movement then. See what he rolls.
Yep.
If he gets it.
Cool.
So I can.
Straight line. I'm happy.
So I want to go, but I want to see if I can go like.
Okay.
I might go like.
So is this the thing?
Yeah. So the 21's there, isn't it?
21 and a half. Just measure it again. Just check. Make sure you're right. So here.
And I've got a 5, so I've got movement 18. 18 puts him back at his base. Is there?
Yep. So you can be like right here if you want. Like probably like here-ish, isn't it? Because obviously it's the line.
Yeah. So I'll just go like.
Yep. Happy with that.
Is that done? Right, then run the Sanguinary Priest. So that's 17. That puts him there. That's in recon range into your quarter there. That's the back of his base.
I'm pretty sure it
You
should
better.
be. That was in the centre, wasn't it? You need up there as well, yeah?
Sorry?
You need this quad as well.
Yeah, I'll go for that one now in a second. I'll jump. Astartes is going to run. Sanguinary Ancient's going to run. Okay, that's good.
Was that, sorry?
The Sanguinary Ancient. Okay. Measure, sorry,
What's this one, sorry? Oh, my range.
yeah, I want to be 24. Yeah, so I want to be just more than 24 away from your smash captain. It's just over 24 there. Then I'm going to spend 2 to jump with wings, so we're going to do these
So
guys.
you're down to 1, yeah?
Yeah. So come on over. How many I can avoid minus 2?
Just for your info, it is any time in the movement.
Yeah, I thought so. You just can't move. You have to stay still, I believe. With it.
Didn't notice that.
Which is why I've been having to pull casualties like that.
Oh yeah, it's in the movement phase before moving, yeah.
Yeah. So, and hold. See if I can get some points. So, let's do. There's no real shooting because everything's just kind of run around.
Yep.
They've jumped, so they're going to go for a charge.
Okay, so
You've
so
got-
who's over there? This is the 3 up inbound guys. isn't
Yeah,
it?
you've got
So-
3 guys can see.
Yeah,
One
so
guy,
I'm
one guy can't see.
3 guys that can see, yeah?
What? Yeah, three
Grav.
devs can see. Yeah.
Okay. So I might go for 2 CPs and do the Overwatch on 5s.
Okay.
I could go for 3 CPs, do the Overwatch on 5s and reroll wounds as well.
So I'm just charging that, not charging. The
Not charging the drop pod. Thing is, you either make it, if you don't make it, I don't care. If you do make it, you'll either kill me, but I'm not sure you can wrap me. I don't think I'm going to bother you, no. Save the CPs. Go for it. So you need a...
Do you want to try and shoot me anyway then?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all right.
12. Okay, so 6s. Reroll the ones and a hit. 4.
4, nice.
3s. Reroll in a wound, so 3. 3 3-ups.
Fine.
Yeah. But I didn't want to do it because you've been rolling quite high on those.
Yeah.
Nice. What you got in there? Like a fist and a hammer, I'm guessing?
Yeah, fist and hammer. So 8 puts him, 9 puts him there. That makes this a bit of a game at least. Okay, activate them. So we're going to do hammer.
No other charges, no other stuff.
No
yeah?
other charges.
I think I might transhuman.
Okay.
Down to 2.
Okay. So hammer's got 30, got 3. Blood Angel and obviously turn 3 bonus.
Oh, have you done the?
Yeah,
as well?
it's turn 4. It's definitely got it now.
Yeah.
These 2 miss.
And then fuzz.
2 dead. Minus
Success?
4. So minus
Oh,
4
okay.
now. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So 2 dead for now. Do you want to just carry on just
Yeah.
well?
Power fist with 4. 4 hits. 3 dead.
Yeah. Go transhuman.
And then we're just going to touch the drop.
Yep.
I don't want to kill it. Just wanna sit there.
So you've got 1 DP left, right?
Yeah, 1 CP left. 1 little cheeky CP.
Okay. In terms of combat, how good is the ancient and the priest then?
So he's crap.
Yeah.
He's got a sword, which is okay. His strength, he's strength 4, minus 4 now in combat with 8 bonus, D3 damage.
Okay. Okay.
So
Have you got anything else to do?
that's it. My turn done.
So,
The drop hook can drop hook fight in combat.
I don't think so.
It doesn't matter if it's not. A big
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. And if
put
I
on
can, I'm happy to not lose time. So just 2 points.
Yep.
So you've got to kill, you've got to hold. You've not got the bonus. You have got a
recon point.
recon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Behind enemy lines.
Where from, sorry?
Because that guy there is behind me
Oh,
lines.
I'm behind enemy lines, yeah. Yeah.
Did I get?
Okay.
Have I got Reaper now? Have I got another? Probably not. Probably not. I haven't got killed
10.
by many. No, it's 40, isn't it?
You've got 1, yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad choice. Cool. Your turn then.
I've given you 2, sorry. You've not got Reaper.
Yeah, it's only
you got
1
recon.
point.
You got 3 recons, haven't
Yeah,
you? What
3
have you-
recons.
How far was recon?
So it's three-
I just write down what you have.
I've done 3 turns.
Yeah, it's 3 recons. Just 1 Reaper.
So that's what I'm ready to,
Cool.
to try and do next.
My turn.
Yep.
On my time, yeah?
Yeah, it's on your turn.
Pretty sure I forgot to do my litany, but
You can do it. I don't mind. It doesn't matter.
on the chaplain, yeah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the end of James's turn in the top of Battle Round 4. As you said, he's trying to score the points wherever he can. So he managed to get a kill with his veterans. He redeployed them with the what's it called, the Blood Angel stratagem, which allows him to basically deep strike again with something. So he deep struck his veterans back into the top left corner. You can see them now in the side camera, right in front on the left side. They charged the devastated Marines with the grav weapons and managed to kill them, even though then he deployed some transhuman physiology, but to no avail. So he got a kill. He's holding one because he's got Astartes and some characters on the other side of the board holding down the fort on that objective over there. He does get a recon. No, he doesn't. Excuse me. But he does get he maxed out behind enemy lines. Hold on, let me go to the top view to get a better look. So yeah, as you can see, if you'll avert your eyes to the bottom right-ish side, you'll see one golden figure standing on Danny's line there. He's getting the behind enemy line, so he maxed out behind enemy lines. And scored 2 points on the primary, so that's a 3-point turn. I mean, hey, all in all, for someone with so few models left on the board, that's not bad. As you can see now, also you see Astartes on the right top or central, right top central-ish objective 3. So there you go. It's now Danny's turn, and we'll see if at the end of the turn James has any models left on the board. If so, he might be able to score 1, maybe 2 points, but we'll see. For now, let's go back to the players.
There you go, Danny.
Just grab a few of my dice. I just want
Do you want to
to
use these ones here?
Yeah, sure.
So there's the line there. I need a quick call.
Yeah.
Play your turn.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm
really
happy
important.
with that, mate.
Do you mind if I just have a really quick phone call? I just need to make a quick. I need to make a really urgent phone call. I need to make a really urgent phone call. Yeah. Yeah. it's
Sorry,
cool.
I didn't
Yeah, I've
know
just
it.
got some stuff around at home, so I'm just like, yeah.
No worries, man. Do you want to pause? I can. Yeah, I'm happy if you guys have to pause. I can pause it. Okay. No worries, man.
I'll make some saves on his behalf, I guess. If need be.
So piling 3, move 3. So move 12. So I've got to make sure. Can't see that. Can't see that. Some sees that. Get some behind enemy lines. Okay. I'm ready to shoot, so do you want me to pause it? Yeah?
I mean, you guys have.
Is that okay?
I think it's better.
Okay. I'll just go to toilet.
I think if I had taken engineers, I could have done this game. Bad choice by me.
All things considered, it's not really going that bad.
But if I'd taken engineers and not killed my squad, I could have got 4 points there.
Back. Hi. Okay, so shoot phase.
Yes.
Last count with the guy gets pushed.
Yeah.
That's it. The real. Yes. If you do, these are going to be the ones that re-roll the damage, and this is not.
These two.
So one goes through.
I've got the CPS. We'll see what this one is as well. Two goes through.
So if you want
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll this one, I guess, then.
CP, yeah.
What have you got?
Squads of stalkers, 3 squads of eliminators, another chaplain dread.
Yeah. Just do the damage roll.
So a re-rollable one. I will re-roll. 5.
He's dead.
So that's out, I think.
Yeah, it's out, yeah.
That's the end of the big game. This be the guys that can see here will be the ones hitting on 2s at the scout. Maybe not.
Max. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he died.
I believe. And then 2 and 3 turns. And that's a more. Then
I've made sure I'm outside range there.
in.
Hey, everybody out there in Internet's land. I feel compelled to actually interrupt the players a little bit here because I just found out that I might have made a slight tally mistake. That actually changes the outlook of the game a little bit because I've been forgetting to add the bonus point that James has been consistently scoring each round, which actually means that all in all, with primary and secondary in total, current score is actually 19 for James and 16 for Danny. But Danny still gets to play his turn. But as of yet, James is actually in a small lead. Now, like I said, Danny still gets to play his turn, so he could do a kill and possibly kill more, hold and hold more if he plays it right. But it's not as desperate as I thought it was. Granted, James doesn't have a lot of models left, but he has been doing actually quite well with them. So this is very interesting. But let's get back to the game because Danny's making his moves, and I want to find out what he's up to, and how many points he gets to score this round.
He's going to slap it. Don't forget. Well, there's nothing.
Will kill. Hold. Your turn. 5.
Double check. I think if he survives.
So guys, here we're back at the end of Danny's round now. Like I said, Danny still yet had to play his round. He just finished it. Look, he scored 4 points on the primary. Yeah. He killed one, he killed more, and then he hold one and hold more. So that's 4 points. He also scored it behind enemy lines again. And an old school for killing the warlord. He shot down the sanguinary priest. So that's 22 points now to Danny at the end of the 4th battle round, to 19 for James. So he's now officially behind. Danny's in lead and James is behind. But turns should be going quick, so I'm gonna put the audio back on. Turns should be going quick. There's not a lot left on the board, but we'll see what James is able to score here.
On the bottom floor. The kill is the kill. That's it then. 3. One. Minus 1 AP because of.
Down to.
Using the piling before.
That was your turn.
Yeah. But if I can get a kill in your turn, I get a point, right?
Yeah, you'll get one.
Yeah. I don't know how that works. One hole, yeah. How far can they move?
12. Here. I'm on that. This squad will advance. So there you go, 4. advance. 14. I'll advance Redwood. Advance Blue Squad. Okay, so wait. Just realised I'm going to burn it. Yeah.
Blijf staan.
Yeah, I didn't move them, so. I forgot. It's too tired.
The squad.
One CP left.
Magic C. We'll hit. If you know what I mean. Cool. Right, that means I get kill more. Get the bonus effects there. Yeah. I'll start here with the back squad. You can just see him with the guns. Freeze.
It doesn't this one can. Yeah, look, if you want. I mean, I think I'd say 2 can see. I don't think this. I don't think the tip of that gun can see around this wall personally. Yeah. I mean, he's on the ground floor. I can put him on the ground floor. Put him on the ground floor. He's on the corner like that.
That changes.
Yeah, he's in the corner like that.
You can see his banner though. Have a look yourself now.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Reroll in one. And then the other squad. And freeze. See if we do it again. 2 more. No, do it. 2 down.
2. Takes 1 wound.
Say
Yeah. Score 3 attacks, 4, 5.
Sure.
4. Okay.
Okay. So. Magic will do the not shooting front hit moves. Use which
Furthest away manner if you just want to keep rolling their shots.
so then
Yeah.
hit 2 wounds.
21 minutes, guys.
Yep.
They're both dead now.
Okay. So that gets me a kill. Not going to charge. Just use some.
So
But you get yours right there.
not within. I put.
In 6 and I'll charge you.
Do you want to measure it, mate? my 3-inch. I want to go. I want to go. From the hole. From the hole. Okay, we've tried. This is 3. Sorry.
Three set? What's that? Five.
Yeah.
So it's got one moon left.
Yeah. I'm going to kill it. Oh, I've got to do it on the last one. Seemed like wound through. Yeah, I've left now.
I've got one CP left. So, kill more. Hold boy.
Yep.
Now, so it's your turn.
Yeah. I'm even get a wound there. Ridiculous. There. I'll few shots into them. Nothing. Charge here then. So that's
Rerolling ones on him.
Nope. 3, 5. 3. 3s. So
yeah.
1, 2. That's it. One. I wouldn't expect it. One.
Okay, I'll roll the important rolls.
Yeah, cool.
So,
You're gonna get behind the enemy line. You can just stay dead.
Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of battle round 5. Big swinging turn for Danny. Managed to get kill and kill more, hold and hold more. He managed to. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry, clearing my throat a little bit. He also gets another behind enemy lines. He's just further consolidating his points. It's 27 for Danny to 20 for James. We're going to turn 6, last turn of the game. And it looks like actually that turn has already been played as well. Looks like the players are actually turning out, and there's a handshake. The game has been done. If you can get the final score, they're calculating final scores.
Right, stop. Okay, man. Well played.
that was
This is my
36 to 21. 36 to 21. That's actually a lot of points he managed to score in the final turns then.
Yeah, like in those last few turns, he just scored everything.
Yeah.
Bonus, kill more.
So 36 to 21. So just for the form, I'll put it into the 36. Wow. That's a big win then in the end.
do anything.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit,
This game.
James did way better than I expected after the turn he lost. You know, his big unit of secondary guard.
Yeah. And of course, yeah. Well, as you said, I think you're right in thinking that he played too timidly in the beginning.
Well, I'm curious because he actually paced himself fairly well, especially considering like the overwhelming firepower that he was facing with all the intercessors. But
And I think also,
I wonder what he thinks about it. I think if he played it a bit more aggressive, just a bit more,
you
um,
can't just get all these kills last turn.
he might have pressured
These
Danny a
guys,
little bit more.
if you make that mistake,
Because now all of the units that did make it across came in piecemeal, and it's just very easy to pick them off.
Drip fed him
could have
into
ran
the
them away
meat
from
grind.
your elimination,
No.
and I could have denied you the pick.
Shall we see if the boys have
Why
time
don't you
to-
go ask at the boys? Excuse me, guys.
Gentlemen, do you feel like joining us for a little post-game chat? Als je ietsje naar achter komt.
Als jij nou ziet, nou.
Just seeing you from afar. Unless it's like.
Grab a seat, guys. Grab a seat. Let's have a little talk. Yeah, come sit over here. In between. There you go. Watch out with the. There you go. Oh boy! While James takes a seat. So, end of the game. That was. Well, it was an exciting game in many ways. Some real cool stuff happened. Some other stuff happened. So how do you feel at the end of the game, Danny? Like,
Good. I think I just tried to be really, really precise because I knew if I made one mistake, you just get into the middle of everything and just completely screw me. So I had to be quite kind of boring and pre-measure everything and just stay back. But I knew if I did that, I thought I had enough going second to outlast him and come down behind him and eventually overcome him.
you played a very cagey game, trying to keep him out. So let's address the elephant in the room. You forgot to field one unit of sanguinary guard.
So I think I made the classic mistake of putting my reserves in my dead pipe.
Yeah,
Never do that, guys.
That's what Jansen said as well. We were
mistake. Never do that. I think it's a case of like round 4. Tiredness.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
12 hours.
Danny was trying to remind me. He was being very sporting, and he was saying, "Look over there." And I think if it had been like 3 or 4 hours ago, maybe I would have noticed. But Danny was really sporting, so I appreciate him. He showed
Yeah.
to try and
Yeah.
remind me.
Yeah.
I was too stupid not to pick it up.
Well,
But it is what it is. And in 40k, you know, I felt a little bit hard done by, but then at the end of the day, Danny seems right to say that because we did say it's not we're playing a precise game.
Yeah.
And you got to make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you got to take it on the chin. You got to try and
I mean,
reverse yourself. And ultimately, it didn't actually change the game. It wouldn't have mattered if that was alive with the way the game was out. It wouldn't actually matter. So it's still lost. So it's not. I can't say, oh, I lost because of that. And Danny can't be like, I won because I did that. Because it's not like that. It was Danny outplayed me in that game. He ran a lot of mistakes, and that just made it worse.
yeah. Well, it didn't help. That's for sure. That's for sure. Because that's a lot of points. Like how many points is like a?
Oh, like 240.
Yeah, 2-4.
So
All
basically
right.
I'm playing like a
So it's not too bad, I guess.
It's the threat though more than anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
So even if it's back in your corner, the fact that you can go up and come down at any point, and when you did, you made the charge, and I know you can make the charge.
Yeah.
It means I've got to always be on my guard.
So so James, I had a thought, right? First of all, I want to commend you though, because even though you lost, you actually did pretty well on the points. You managed to do kind of up until like I think turn 4. You were then he still had a bit of a lead, but by 2 points, 1 point maybe. So you were actually keeping up fairly well.
So I made a big mistake in picking the secondaries. The secondaries are always the wrong one, always. And my game plan was never to try and rush, because I know Danny's going to set up well, he's got lots and lots of chaff. It's very hard to actually get through that matchup, especially with suppressors, servitors and scouts. You can literally scream the whole game.
Yes.
And so my game plan is to use my ball control to try and pick up balls I can pick up a bonus as many times as possible, and then let him have his end game. He'll dominate the game because he'll come out and he'll have the last turn to pick things up.
Yes.
And for some reason, normally Reapers, it's a good one because I kill quite a lot with an aftershock. So as I picked it, I was thinking, it's not a good choice. Actually, it's really good choice. And I should have sat and needed the Sanguinary Guard. Or maybe even just 2 squads of Sanguinary Guard. Just sat there for 2 turns.
Yes.
Wrapped up Engineers in 2 turns, turn 2, turn 3. And then they're free to go and have some play late game.
Yeah.
And I thought about that, literally, first turn, I was like, oh well, never mind, next time.
I think that would have been strong because I'd already marked them for death, so it's potentially 2 points I don't get. It's then an extra 3 points you do get that you didn't get on Reaper. That's a 5-point swing, and then you still later in the game can just go up and come down.
And my whole game plan is really just to use characters or scouts or whatever, just to get enemy lines really easily, just get points, and just to get recon fairly easily as well. If I had engineers, I still think Danny had more points than me. That wouldn't have changed anything. It wouldn't have changed the result of the game.
Yeah.
It would have made it even closer. And having those extra units would have made a difference.
So my expectation kind of was the moment you picked Reaper. Actually, we've had 3 Marine lists. We've had a Marine list actually every round, and we had a list kind of similar to yours, Danny, with a lot of intercessors. And actually, every time the opponent picked Reapers because they just wanted to pick up intercession models. So you picked Reapers as well. So that wasn't very surprising to me. But then you were playing actually very kind of cagey and defensively. Do you think you would have been better off just trying to bum rush the line with everything you had?
The issue is Danny's got a lot of screens. It would take me. I would definitely use at least 2 squads.
Unless you can get the wrap. If you can get a wrap, then you'd be laughing.
Because you had that wrap nearly going on in the first turn, yeah.
Again, I stayed an inch away from the services thinking I haven't charged them, so I'm just going to wrap up and realise it's safe.
Yes.
Of course I had. I did clearly say all 3.
So then you would have to attack them. Yeah. And they would just eliminate them immediately, yeah. Yeah.
So again, those little mistakes, when you're playing on a combat army, you have to make combat mistakes. You have to be perfect because you don't have any backup. It's like raise or push. And yeah, I could rush him, and if I'd got the wrap, I think I would have done. And knowing I'm going to lose my Death Company, 2 scout units, I'd have to send a Tango Guard in to kill them. Then lose them. Unless I get a wrap, but even if I get a wrap, they smash that and kills them probably anyway.
It's the kind of thing that if it goes wrong, like if you come down with 3, fail one of the charges, don't manage to get a wrap on one, but get another wrap on the other, and you lose 2, lose half in a charge. It's one of those that if it goes wrong, it's really bad, isn't it? It's game if it goes wrong.
And I think something like this event, I've only ever played more than 3 games a day.
Yeah, it's a long event.
It showed how hard it's. I mean, I'm not saying I've never played.
Are you having any? Yeah. Are you feeling the effects of playing the 4th game?
You know what? I was kind of prepared for it. I know. This is why I took so long at the start and was so anal at the start, the first turn and the secondaries. Because I thought if I deploy right, I pick the right secondaries, then I know I can make a couple of minor mistakes over the course of the game and probably still be on the right track. So I just took so much time at the start, and then I kind of didn't have to think quite as much. It was just reinforcing what I was doing. And I've been trying to do that all day to use less brain power, because I know that you just fatigue, don't you?
Yeah.
Just been trying to drink lots of water and not get tired.
Drink lots of water, try to sit down in between, things like that, take that back. So I've got a question to you though. So you deep struck your first unit of Devastator Marines in the top right corner from looking at the screen. And then you eliminated a unit of scouts, and they kind of sat there. I was thinking, that's kind of a waste of Devastator Marines. But what was? Because in the end, all they did, strictly speaking, is kill a unit of. But to be fair, also draw the attention of a unit of. What was it? The second guys? Do you think that was that the intent, to actually draw attention away from your main line?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd managed to get the Sanguinary Guard, but I thought I'd at least get the Vanguard. And I thought if they're running the wrong direction and maybe put some characters to support them, that's great, because it's less pressure on what's going to ultimately win me the game. The reason I wanted to go second, I won the role for attacker and defender, was because if he goes first, his reserves have to come in before me, and I will wait for everything to come in before I bring anything in if I need to. And I thought that probably made it, because I have the suppressors can be 48 inches away from the Sangard, which if they're further enough away aren't going to kill anything else. And I figured that was probably the best way to go. So coming in turn one, I think did it take you off a bonus or a hold more or something? Took him off the hold more, so it was a point swing.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull one unit, but actually pulled a bigger unit away. It pulled some of the characters towards me as well, and all I need is just more time. So I've got more time to fend off what he does in my front door, and then over time just chip him away.
Alright. Is there anything in hindsight you would have done differently?
So I think after picking Reaper, I have to be aggressive.
Yes. You kind of locked yourself in.
Yeah, so I can't play my game thinking in my head of one player's cagey. Because my reason playing cagey is the map is quite open in the middle. And the way the Vanguard strike it's hard for me to hide much. And I have to go through all the 5 battles. For example, if I just push forward turn 1, Danny can just break it. So even like if I just have my Vanguard in the sky, I just need my Vanguard inside my character. So I think I've got to play as cagey because of the way the thing is, and I picked the wrong secondary. When I did that, I should have go for that.
Well,
It pays off, I think, in my opinion. That's
kind of debatable, because if you're kind of saying if I went for it, I would have lost, maybe immediately.
if it goes back, if I roll back.
So it's kind of interesting. So you made a preliminary mistake by picking Reaper, but you kind of adjusted yourself by saying, well, I've got Reaper, but if I just go in, I'll probably just get annihilated. And so did you make a conscious decision to just kind of forgo Reaper then at that point?
I knew I wasn't going to get really many points on Reaper once I straight away.
Yeah.
So it was like because you're in a conflict of, do you sit back, do you go forward? You kind of can't really do either because you haven't got the right secondary to sit back, and you haven't got the right command or the right thing to get into. Because I mean, like people say, just go all in and just smash them up. But he's got a Burning Blade Lieutenant, Smash Captain, a Libby Dread, a Chaplain Dread. The Intercessors, they're not great, but they've got a lot of attacks.
Numbers in it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's.
Well, it's
Smash Captain. He'll just go through all the squads.
It's the high AP weapons ones that you're scared of, because aside from the veterans, you don't really have any invul saves on any of them.
No, so it's just literally like a Chaplain Dread. I charge it. I might blow it up. I might not, because we might make it really hard to kill. And then if it does die, you can fight and death fight. You can tear off half a squad.
Yes.
So it's like it's not easy to just go in and smash damage down, because if he screens it well, I'm taking shooting phases as well as the combat boxes. So if you're going to do that, you've got to have the board to jump and get the wrap, and then probably roll, right?
All right. Well, it was a very cool game to watch. So
Pleasure.
guys,
Hey, you're a
very
gentleman.
well played. Thanks for being on the stream.
Thank you very
It was
much.
a joy to watch, even though sometimes a little. My heart fell for you at that point, man. But good luck to you both in the last round. Try not to fall down from exhaustion, eh? We'll try
Now
to
you
do
said
the
it,
same.
I'm exhausted. Now it's all hit me now, and I'm really
Go
tired.
grab some coffee over there. It's free, and enjoy it, guys.
Thank you very much.
See you
Thank
later.
you.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Yeah.
Dice down and hand in your scores. Tim,
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for. Look at that, a hug. So no hard feelings, guys. No hard feelings. Yeah, that was an emotional roller coaster. Like my, jeez. But it was tense though. So, guys, this is the end of round 4. Round 5 is coming up. which is going to be like the final match, right?
Yes.
The finale.
Yes.
So whoever is on the spot 1 and spot 2 is going to get on stream here, and we're going to have it's going to be a good game. It has to be.
If you're out in the club, go home,
Yes.
start your computer,
Watch this game,
watch the game.
or just dance with your mobile in front of you. Just grab your mobile, like here.
Yeah.
Just dance like this. Just watch the game.
People think you're
Watch the
taking
game.
selfies,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
what you're actually doing is
watching the game.
Ironman final.
Ironman fan. So we're gonna take a quick break, guys, because we too need some coffee or some water or something to hydrate ourselves and get us mentally prepared for this last bout, this epic battle of battles. So, quick break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, and we'll all enjoy the finale together. See you guys in a bit.